Fellas, good evening. Hello. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Good evening. Welcome to Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Welcome to another stream. Let me give you some sound, and then actually let me take it away immediately because I need to reshuffle some things on my desktop, not gonna lie. How are we all doing, friends, fellows, and fans of the Inazuma 11 franchise? Hope we're all doing good. Hope we're all chilling. Hope life's going well for everyone. I hope the stream will work out a bit better tonight. I had a quick look, and I had my frame rate set pretty low, not gonna front. So I cranked it up, so we're gonna see if that somehow helps with the lag. Also, I resolved an issue with my mouse and my keyboard, which were like, they were kind of acting off the same receiver, which supposedly was not to happen, of course. So that was also causing some issues. So, here is hoping that everything will run smoothly tonight. Now, absolute tragedy. I am not LARPing as Mika Nahoshi tonight. The only thing that remains of her is, of course, the cardboard cutout. Because I forgot that I put my t-shirt in the laundry, and yeah, it hasn't dried yet. So, yikers. But anyway, we're here. We're playing Inazuma 11 Victory Road nonetheless. Good evening, Yami. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Duff's wifey. Good to have you back here, Duff's wifey. That's awesome. Panda, of course. Good evening to you. But yeah, such is the situation. Before we get into anything as well, tonight my parents are coming back from their holiday. They've been away for 2 weeks. And they're coming back tonight. I don't know what time, but it may be the case that I will have to dip for roughly like 10 to 15 minutes at some point. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it plays out. They're currently still underway. But that being said, let's get started. I think we can just get into it. Because tonight is, as you will probably have seen, going to be largely chill. It's mostly going to be a chill stream. I'm going to try to get some progress in, of course. I'm going to try to play some hero battles, some ultra hero battles, and some legendary matches. We can also absolutely have a match later, Alan. Absolutely. Like I said in the Discord, I will be doing some viewer matches. There's probably going to be room for it, since we don't really have much planned, to be completely honest. So yeah, I think let's just go have a look, see what we can do. I mean, one goal that I want to try to achieve tonight is I want to play a Ultra Hero Battle and a Legendary match for every season. So I think that is actually pretty feasible, since in every route I have unlocked at the very least one Ultra Hero Battle. So even in Ares and Orion, we should be able to do at least one, and then we should be able to have a look at all of the teams that they brought back for the Legendary matchups. We also need to settle the buff beef, that's true. So Panda can change her account back. Yeah, that's certainly true. But of course, step by step, one step at a time. I will be periodically checking my phone as well, of course, just to see how my mum and my dad are doing. Okay, so they are estimated to arrive back home around 10 PM. So that is in roughly an hour from now. Yeah, so that is, I suppose, your best cue for when to expect a little break in the stream. But that being said, let's just get to it then. I think last time we did Season 3, at the very least I remember starting the Ultra Hero Battle. I am not entirely sure if I did the Legendary Battle by this point. I might have during the Inazuma night last Friday, not gonna lie. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I did the Legend Showdown against one of the matches that is behind Fire Dragon. I did it against the Cape Crusaders. So, I mean, that was a pretty interesting match, actually. It's pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, I have a light headache. Yikes. I mean, then again, the weather has been absolutely brutal over here today. So, and it's gonna only get worse in the Netherlands from this week on. Goedenavond, Lucas. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, the weather is absolutely dreadful this week. Like, today's pretty bad, but tomorrow, 37 degrees max. And then, moving into Friday, there's chances of 40 degrees locally. So, we might as well just, you know, drop dead immediately. Like, there's no real point in, you know, postponing the inevitable. But Okay, so we did do season 3, so that means I will move over to season 1 of Go. So any recommendations for Go 1 teams that I should do the Ultra Hero battle against? I mean, like, if we're talking interesting teams, I'm thinking probably, like, Team 0 is decently interesting. Aside from that, yeah, not really sure. Maybe, like, Dragon Link, one of the boss teams. Yeah, 37, 40 degrees, it's... People are calling it cozy, which is absolutely insane. Ancient Dark? Brother, I wonder why you would recommend Ancient Dark. You know what? Sure. Let's play an Ultra Hero battle against Ancient Dark, against Doff Fuck-Ass Dooley. Let's see what we can do here. Actually, I have Sakurazaki, so that should technically work out against this goalkeeper. Okay, so, Ultra Hero battle. I need an Earth Striker, which I have, with Sakurazaki here, so that works out. And then for the rest, I mean, I think we're just pretty good, honestly. Their main striker is also wood, so having Ayano as a goalkeeper is a double advantage. But yeah, there he is, Doff Fuck-Ass Dooley. We're gonna be seeing him a lot more tonight, I think. But yeah, okay. Let's see how the game runs. I have a sinking feeling... that, yeah, it didn't change, not gonna lie. But okay, it is what it is. So, let's actually focus on the match. I think we can win focus battles. Not this one, but I think you can win focus battles. Okay, well, let's see. At least they have a banger theme, so cannot complain about that. Like, we're gonna be hearing this all match, and honestly, love that for us. Okay, Southern Cross. That's not Southern Cross, that's Britannia Cross. So, yeah, he's definitely gonna pass us. So yeah, this is once again going to be a struggle of even getting the ball, to be honest. Never mind. As I say that, Kusaka has the best interception of his life. And they stole the ball somehow. We got that, and this is good. Sakurazaki's up there. So he needs to pop a cavalry advance. And it's like, it's 15k. So yeah, pretty terrible. But it could be a lot worse. Which is crazy to say, to be completely honest. But it is unfortunately true. Okay, and of course, Killbridge does have elemental advantage against Gonoi-san, so that's fine. We can make it work still. Still got Hoshi. I just need to kind of bait out a wall if I can. Okay, well, not like that, to be honest. That's better. If that wall is gone, then we can just chain with Sakurazaki. Yeah, lots of people getting writing done. I'm seeing that in the chat. I'm glad that's going well, Lucas. That's good to see. See, it's so nice to hear people actually still creating stuff for Inazuma 11, and I know with Victory Road, like, that's really rekindled the passion of a lot of fans. I know, that's just what we love to see, that's a good effect. And now this guy just barely got there on time, okay. Well, that's fine. That's okay. Ryugal got it back immediately, love to see that. And now they're all basically inside the goal, so... You pass it over to Gandares, and the cheeky curve shot. Because I don't think he has his Satsu left, so... No, so that's just raw 3500. So how's everyone been doing? How are we all enjoying this week? I mean, I've been seeing already that it's hot in more places than just the Netherlands. So that's great, I'm glad we're not the only ones suffering. At the same time, you guys been enjoying the new update, the Inazuma 11 update? I guess it's not really new by this point, but like... You guys been trying hero battles, ultra hero battles, legendary battles? Or have you just dropped it immediately without second thought? Either one, I respect, to be completely honest. Okay, and yeah. Wall for One doesn't even win against Claymore, so... I think the focus battle avenue is pretty washed. And there he is. Kan. This fucking guy, bro. I'm gonna kill him. He's not gonna win this one. Try as he might. Yami, you've definitely been toying with the update for sure. I'm sure about that. I'm absolutely sure about that. I mean, like, of all the people that I expected to play this update, I expected you to play it the most, so that makes sense. Glad to see that my expectations for you were not misplaced. Death by heat, it's hell weather. Yeah. I guess we're all kind of in the same boat here in Europe, huh? Unfortunate, but hey, like this doesn't happen that regularly, so I guess we just gotta brute force it for now. We gotta endure, and then next week I think it's gonna cool off a little bit, which I certainly welcome. Okay, here we go. This is a good position. I don't think a Gonoi Sen will get us to the level required to break through here, but I grinded for a fabled Ares Clara, hoping the Abby Learn board glitch would work on her so I could have a goalkeeper Clara that voices her moves from the OG games. I saw how that played out, Panda. Unfortunate that it actually didn't work like it was supposed to. Because, I mean, goalkeeper Clara, like, I've been reading up on the chat as well, right? And it seems like they've really been pushing the idea of goalkeeper Clara, but then they don't give players the resources to actually do it. That's been the takeaway, right? Largely. Because, like, she doesn't have any alternative paths either for goalkeeper moves. That's what I've been reading. And the glitch apparently didn't work. The glitch, which I have never made use of, but maybe should at some point. Yeah, this is fine. I think we're doing fine. Okay. Dark Exodus, that's fine. I forget that you actually can do sliding tackles on these guys, because they will kind of just break your ankles. So that's a good one to keep in mind. It will just have to be pure focus battles like this. And most likely I will lose every single one. Yeah. Point in case. Or case in point, rather. Okay, well again, a focus battle in vain. Kadara voices Ice Block, Wormhole, and God Hand Axe, and has no goalkeeper slots. Her Diamond does version be a goalkeeper, but she doesn't voice the moves. Why? Okay, so why does one version of her voice the move, and then the other one doesn't? That feels very interesting to me, not gonna lie. And there goes Yashiro, they're killing him. Okay, oh, this is... Oh, there's no fucking way. There's no way. Okay, I was about to say. They're not gonna let the Dove shoot, surely. Ooh, that is an issue. Is this GG? If he changes it, it's certainly GG. Okay. It doesn't have to be yet. Doesn't have to be yet. We can get some defensive moves in. Okay, so that helps. This will help a lot too. Ironclad Guardian and then a Shinkuma should get it down to a reasonable level at which I can catch it. About 3k, I hope. Even less, W Tobitaka. You know what? Just pop a Mugen no Kabe. Yeah. With my two best defenders, namely myself and Tobitaka. And that's 0 damage taken. Okay, that's good. Now, I have no tension left, but I only really need, like, one shot. It doesn't even matter what kind of shot. I don't know if I can't do Burning Overdrive, so that's kind of rough. I have an 11% victory rate with Morimura, okay? And Morimura is, for some reason, all the way up there. She loves being a forward, for no reason. She loves just running up like that. Okay, this is it, hold on. That's it. Okay, that's enough. I think that should be able to score us the 1-0. Top characters from each season? Oof. From each season? Hold up. Let me first pop this just to make sure this goes in. From each season is a good question, actually. I mean, there's a few that I can pretty easily lock in. Like Season 2, it's definitely Nagumo, or Burn, whatever you want to call them. Season 3, I mean, I think that much should be obvious. Season... Go 1? Like, Go 1 is like... honestly as difficult to decide as regular Season 1, to be completely honest. But I think I'd have to go for, like, Kyosuke. Tsurugi Kyosuke, yeah. I think that's a pretty solid guess for, a pretty solid pick for Season 1 of Go. Since really in the way of characterization, it doesn't offer, like, exceedingly much. So, yeah, no. I think my I really cannot speak tonight, my apologies. My pick would have to lie with Tsurugi Kyosuke, yeah. Duff Dooley for Go 1 is a thought that has never occurred to me even once in my life. And actually, you know, thinking about it, for Go 1, Adult Tobitaka is also a pretty good one. Like, if you'll count that one. But if we don't do duplicates, then Tsurugi Kyosuke definitely for Go 1. Go 2, like, as well. There's a lot of good characters in Go 2, so now we have the complete opposite case of Go 1 and regular Season 1. Where there's a lot of characters to choose from. Like, Kinako is the first one to come to mind. She did used to be my favorite female character from Inazuma 11 before Hoshi arrived. And then, I mean, Galaxy is pretty easy. It's Kusaka, like, by a landslide, to be completely honest. And for Victory Road, well, I don't think I should have to explain Victory Road either. Mika and Hoshi, obviously. And I think then well, Ares and Orion, I guess. Do you want me to cover Ares and Orion as well? Like they really have any sort of gravity in the timeline? I mean, I could, but... Like, from Ares and Orion, if we have to go Ares, then... Okay, I see a yes in the chat. Ares is probably, like... I'd have to say Kira Hiroto. Yeah. Also, hello? Can I... Okay, there you go. Kira Hiroto for Ares, I think, since there's not really much else to choose from, even. And as for Orion, it's like, I would probably, like... I know this is kind of a cheap move, but I would honestly extend Kira Hiroto to Orion as well, because Orion did not offer, like, anything in the way of good characters. Like, I'm sorry, but they added nothing in Orion that they didn't have in Ares that was good, you know? But if I had to pick... You know what? I would just pick Gojin for, like, Ares and then Kira Hiroto for Orion, honestly. Let's just do it like that. Sure. Then we've got the whole lineup. Yurika... Yurika's, like, whatever. She's cool. But when you really boil down what Yurika does, it's, like, nothing. Yurika did nothing. Also, yes, I see people pulling out their favoritism. I understand, Lucas, you like Raquelito. Raquelito appeared in, like, one frame in the anime, and then, you know, he kind of just died. Same with Gabriella. Like, they appear in one match, they don't have that much of a personality. They have some cool stuff, but it's like, in terms of characters, Orion did nothing. It really did nothing. So I'm gonna stay with my pick of going Gojin for Ares, and then just Kira Hiroto for Orion. And then I think we've got the whole lot covered. Also pretty scary here with Kai shooting, not gonna lie. But there you go. Okay. Good effort. Good effort. Want to know victory on the Ultra Hero battle? Gabriella and Raquelito have more personality than Ayano? See, that's where you're wrong, buddy. That's where you're wrong. Clearly, you don't understand. Clearly, you don't understand Inazuma 11. But that's okay. That's alright. I would be happy to teach you sometime why Ayano is actually superior to both of these. Also, W, legendary Herschel Layton. Look at that. And speaking of, Kyosuke and Burn. And this is why they're the GOATs. Okay. And we got like a sheep guy, a ram. Alright, so that is Ancient Darkness Conquered Ultra Hero Battle. So now, we got to have a look, we got to have a little peek at what the teams for the Legend Showdown for Go 1 are. Now, I have to imagine that these are teams returning from the Go Tyson routes. Yes, they are. For the most part. Okay. Oh, actually, entirely. Yeah. So, let's see. We got... Okay, we got the Raymond Reserves from Go. We got Ivy Selective. I don't really know what the Diamond one is, nor the Harp one. I think the fifth one is just Holy Road Selection, I guess. The sixth one as well. Like, I'm trying to think, what is... That's also Holy Road. So both of them are Holy Road selective, and then there's like the bad guys, I think. The last emblem, I think, is like a team composed of bad guys, but I'm not entirely certain. Either way, I think this is a pretty interesting selection to play against, actually. Ideally, we play against this evil team, because I would like to have that emblem, actually. It's pretty chill. But okay, as advertised, we will be playing a Legend Showdown, and hopefully we'll be winning one as well. But that is... that remains to be seen. Okay, let's have a little look. Play against Gold Bear. I do not see Gold Bear anywhere in the selection, but... The super heroines, well, Goth Lolly. Would you look at that? Okay, so this is an all-girls team from Go 1. This is an all-girls Tyson Root team, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And I was gonna say they're all scouts, but I just saw, I think, a girl from... Okay, yeah, fair enough. So these are some of the girls from the major teams. Like the story teams from Go 1. Like we got the Golden Oldies, we got the Kids FC, and then we got a lot of scouts. And we got one of the women from, like, the island, like from the film. Fujiko Rinno. And Keeley Hall, yes, congrats on the transition, Keeley Hall. Welcome back, Keeley Hall. Okay, but let's see. I didn't actually catch what element this goalkeeper is, not gonna lie. But I think I played against her before. I think she's wind, so... Like, using the stupid twins here should be just peak gaming. And let's just get a shot off. Let's just test the waters here. 20k, it looks daunting. It's probably not too bad in practice if both the stupid twins have elemental advantage. I will have to play as well as I can, of course, but I'm gonna try to do my best on that front. Illusion Ball. I've played all the Inazuma 11 games to 100%, and I don't remember this team. Well, that just goes to show that there are some decently obscure ones in here, Alan, but... I mean, for the most part, these are Tyson Root teams, and it's like, yeah, they're not gonna stick in your mind for all that long. Most of them, at least. Okay, got that pretty easily. Now it's just a matter of getting the ball up there, and I would love to get it to Gandaras if I can. This woman certainly has a defense move, but she's not fast enough, so I'd love to see that. Now, if anyone blocks me here, that just kills my entire shot, so I'm gonna try to prevent that. And it looks like I will be able to. So I can actually chain now. I can use a Shunrai, and then I can chain to Gandaras. Hopefully, this should be able to get me a bit further as well. I mean, if we just honestly just go for the curve shot. Like, I think this should go past the wall. That I did, you know, power it down, but still getting a raw 3000, which I think it is going to be. 2800 is still very good, and I will take that, absolutely. And then we have to deal with this stuff. Burning Overdrive. And Swallow Counter, okay, okay. It's a little rough, that's fine. Swallow Counter +2 as well. So I think my policy for these teams is that if I haven't gotten, like... If I haven't got the enemy KP past the halfway point come the second half, then... What the hell? Okay, man. If I haven't chipped down the goalkeeper to at least half the bar by the second half, then I think we just reset. Like, I think it's honestly just worth it to reset. Holy shit, we're here. Okay, hold up. We can cook. If no one gets in the way, we can cook here with Gandaras. So we just have to see if that is in fact the case. I think I should be able to. That's not great. Okay, well, I can't do the Overburst anyway. I can't do Cosmic Blaster. And I think this will just go straight into the wall, so this will most likely be blocked. Yo, Vinny, good evening, mate. Good evening. I'm glad you're here. At least we have one person who can stand the heat, because we sure all cannot. Okay. That was a good sliding tackle, actually. Apparently, if you do it early enough, you can just sliding tackle them. Let me just get a raw shot off again. I think just chipping her down is going to be most important. It doesn't really matter with whom, because she seems to just... All of the goalkeepers in these matches, they seem to just kind of take the damage in full, which is very useful. Like, it only really chips it down by like 200 or 300 points. So if you can pull off stuff like this with elemental advantage, it goes pretty fast. And then the only issue is you need to defend, and that can be pretty rough, not gonna lie. See, again, it only chips it down by like 200 or 300 points, so... And if they keep, you know, throwing it out like that, then it's a pretty easy job. And now we pop a chip shot, so... Hello? Okay, got assassinated by Mimi. Are we good? Did we see that? Did we see how bullshit this game has become? I've been standing there for a solid second, and she just ran right through me, not gonna lie. Guy? Okay, well, that's GG, I think. Ooh, okay. Death Sword? That's not great. Okay, that's a bit batchy. Game's really struggling now, not gonna lie. That was Doom Sword Slash, so I want to do the wall. That's elemental advantage. Okay, so that's not bad. Keeper's Grit, why not? Could never hurt. And then we can just catch. We have elemental advantage against this woman. It doesn't do a whole lot to help us there, but about 200, so I guess we'll take everything we can. Just pass the Gandares, and that should be it. Okay. So, not too bad. We did get the goalkeeper down to a pretty manageable percent of their KP, so... The super heroines may just be beaten on the first try. And actually, having Sakurazaki up here is not terrible, but I'd like to have Matatagi. Just because Sakurazaki has the elemental disadvantage, so... Should have voiced the move yourself, streamer man. In Dutch. Next time for sure. Next time for sure. I typically do it, but forgot this time. Okay, here we go, Matatagi. Just pass it over to the side. The side seems to be pretty good for this. Except for when Mimi starts showing up. It's fine, Pelion Totem should get us through. And then it would be really nice if we can still get a shot off with the Ryugal, too. And it looks like we may be able to. So with the elemental advantage, that should be pretty decent damage. I'm getting the question, why no hero Matatagi? Because I don't have one. And because I already have 2 heroes on this team and I don't want to switch them out. Like, I've got Sakurazaki and... Actually, I've got 3. I've got Burn, Kusaka, and Sakurazaki. Like, if I had hero Matatagi, I would use him, absolutely. I just don't have him. He would be one of the ace strikers that wouldn't really switch in for anyone else except for Sakurazaki, so... It would be, like, good to have a hero version of him. I just don't have it. Never got lucky. Flying Fish. Yikes. GG. If they have long shots, that's rough. You hate to see that, not gonna lie. And no one... Yeah, no one gets there. That's rough. Can I do anything... High Beast Fang? No. Like, if I don't get a save here, then that's GG. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. Then that's a GG. Yeah, no time to respond and a long shot with 6,000 attack. Yeah, it is what it is. No, never lucky, never lucky. So let's have another try. Let's have a different team. Let's hope we don't get the super heroines this time. Even though, you know, having that wind goalkeeper against us is pretty good. Well, well, well. The Raymond reserves. The Raymond second squad. This one is for Lucas specifically. I think this goalkeeper is fire, so having Sakurazaki here is actually useful. It is, in fact, Momoyama time. He does not show up just yet. But he is here. He will be here in the formation. There he is. Momoyama. Gamon Momoyama. Okay, so, see what we can do here. It's gonna be the same story as against the super heroines. Except this time we want to put Sakurazaki up there. We want to really send him out. Let's see what we can do. So we try to get the cavalry advance in early, and then hope we get it past this star guy. Okay, Ichino. That's rough. So yeah, air bullet. This guy is like the air bullet guy from Go 1, I feel. At the very least, I remember him the most for having it in Go Strikers, which is probably not really due to any virtue of his own, but mostly just by virtue of the people I played against, who for some reason used him and used air bullet. Aoyama, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Like, that's ever gonna happen. This is also certainly not going to happen. With Sakurazaki, that's good, that's good, that's good positioning. We're here. Lock it in. Okay. Just about quick enough to avoid the sliding tackle there. This goalkeeper is air? Why is he air? Is he really? He really is, damn. You weren't lying. Okay, whip crack. That's a punching move, so that should technically benefit us if, you know, historically we look at how it's performed, but... Okay, so if that's wind, then we again have the two stupid twins. And I will probably switch in Matatagi in the second half if we need to. Does stop. This is a movement tactic, so that's not ideal, to be completely honest. Yeah, this is Mongolian invasion, as they called it in the actual anime, but I'm gonna try to time this, and I mistimed it as poorly as possible. That's great. Monkey turn. I'm not gonna win this. So yeah, let's get monkey turned real quick. The most nothing Hisatsu ever created. Okay, we can block this. Flame Fortress, and then just two castle walls, and it should be fine. Like, we don't really need to... Well, actually, I guess we kind of need to do this, not gonna lie. Like, the wall for one is unironically kind of necessary. That's okay, Lucas. You can cheer for Momoyama, that's fine. I understand. And Keeper's Grip, because we have some Hyper Energy left. I don't want to be stuck not using Hyper Energy later. It also refills my KP a little bit, so... Okay, let's get it up to Ryugal. Get it past the star guy, hopefully. Yes, that's great. Hoshino. Okay, so he's just called Hoshino. Well, that's fair. That is fair. Ichika Hoshino. And everyone, of course, has an awakening, so... I'm gonna try to get it off Sakisaka, who also is able to pop an awakening immediately. So Sakisaka will beat me. Which I hate to see, because we haven't been able to do that much damage yet. Okay, Kira. He's also called Kira. Got his ass, fortunately. Now we can start moving. He did not catch me. I heard the ball being passed, by the way. Okay, that's fine. Long legs. Sakurazaki with the beautiful pass. And Gandaras with a fantastic move. Lock it in. Boom. Okay. 2500's not terrible. Again, just any damage we can get is good. Okay, that's for me. And I'm in there like swimwear. And he's gonna try to put up a wall, but I'm too fast. I've got the direct shot with Gandaras. That's another 2600. Never mind, he has Fence of Gaia. But I did get what looks like... Oh my god, I got saved. That's what it looks like. Okay, well, she got the ball back, but I'm getting focus fielded. And I'm getting burning overdrived, so yikes. Hoshi does in fact mean star in Japanese, yes. There's a reference to her being a rock star. Well, I think at least that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Again, if we do the frame 1 sliding tackle, it seems to work pretty consistently. So at the very least, that's something. Now, if he doesn't put up a wall, then we have no opportunity to get a shot off, actually, because Deep missed. For whatever reason. And the first half looking a little rough here. Not going to front. But it's okay, we're gonna get one more shot here. And I'm gonna make it so with a beautiful pass from Sakurazaki and a Scream of Eden. Okay, there we go. I hope he gets Solaria Zeus for the Victory Road one. I need me some Pan. Is Solaria Zeus in there, yeah? Are they in the Legendary Showdown? Well, I guess they would kind of have to be. Because there's no, like, scout teams they can bring back from Victory Road. There were none. Also, I'm willing to call this close enough to halfway to actually continue this match. So let's try. And I'll put in Matatagi this time, so I have a bit more... I have some quick charging moves on Matatagi, so... Well, primarily I have parkour attack. It's pretty low tension, but it recharges pretty frequently, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Lost 50-50. We just gotta keep challenging this Kira guy until he eventually concedes, like that. Beautiful. And I need people to move up, actually. I really did not need Morimura to get in this focus battle, not gonna lie. With a great pass to Matatagi. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. Falcon Totem. And then we just do Hayabusa Glide. Far corner. There you go. Found the focus point. So this should be again 3k. So if we factor in that he has about 10,000, like 11 to 10,000. It's 4,000 actually. With Whip Crack, I think it'll go down to still 4,000. Okay. I feel like Tension may genuinely be the worst archetype for these matches in particular. You may unironically be right. Not gonna lie. Like, having Tension doesn't really matter. Having the Tension playstyle doesn't matter when you can't win focus battles, so you can't get Tension. And like, previously you get it with the dash tackles, but now with the latest updates they decided to scrap that for some reason and make the game, like, twice as unfun. That's a long shot. GG. Unless I have someone in there to block. I mean, Tobitaka's right there, so I guess that's an opportunity. Yeah, so that should actually help. Also, Yashiro is up there. So if I didn't manage to get the wall off, that's fine. I think with a Keeper's Grit, which I can't do, but I can use a Mistral to at least kind of power it down. It's fine. Okay. So we just need that to not happen anymore from now on. I also neglected to preserve stamina for this, not gonna lie. But it's fine. I have Belly on Totem. And with this, I am invincible for one focus battle. And I just kind of played through his legs, that's awesome. Okay, so we're here with Matatagi. Now, if there's any possibility that Gandares is here... Oh, beautiful. Momoyama is there, but I don't think it matters. I don't think he's positioned right. That's good. I think it's possible. If we get one more shot off with Matatagi with like a Hisatsu, or either the Ryugal or Gandaras, then we should be Gucci. Legendary Nero, love to see that, and Matatagi has the ball. So, if this guy fumbles his wall... Okay, let's see. Burakudon! Yo, Benny! Welcome. Welcome, good evening. I think I kind of need to do the curve shot, which is like, I never thought I'd say that. And Momoyama's here. Momoyama's here to ruin my day. Yikes. So yeah, that will screw me over. And an Ironclad Guardian. And a Tactic. Okay. That's fine. No, that's fine. Rodeo Clown as well. If I get a Momoyama drop, can you expect me to build him on stream? No. That is not a guarantee by any means. Also, good evening, Froy. Good to have you as well. Good to have you here. Ishikari, don't have anything. I was there. I'm getting robbed. I'm getting robbed. And my guy is not even close. This is insane. This is insane. The fact that I'm getting this robbed this hard is insane. Yeah, GG. That's just, yeah. That's just it. That's just it. Like, it's rough, but what can you do? That's just it. You can't do anything against that. Yeah. Just one shot is all it takes. Okay, well. One more try. Momoyama ruined this for us. Yikes, El Momoyama. The Last Orders. Wait, there it is. That's the team I wanted. It has Bumpus and Lumpus, or whatever the fuck they're called. Okay, anyway, never interacting with Momoyama in my life again. But these guys have Senguji on goal, so Sakurazaki should work here very well, actually. Yeah, okay. Now it's just a question of what more do they have, except for Senguji and Bumpus and Lumpus, whatever the hell they're called. They have Walter Mountain, and they have more guys from Dragon Link, I suppose. Okay, they have Aphrodite, they have Gran and Urvida, Rococo, some Genesis people, Ogre people. Okay, interesting, interesting. Line Dancing, Grand Plan, Bounce and Trance. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I know what all of those do. And they have the Genesis theme playing. Okay, this is hype, actually. This is gonna be a good match. Not me losing the ball immediately here. No, it's fine. Pass to Hoshi, boom, easy. Pass to Gandaras, boom, easy. Pass to Sakurazaki, boom, we're in there like swimwear. Hello? Okay, so I hit X for the focus zone, and then they just did a lob shot. That's great. That's great. That's awesome, actually. I love that. That's fantastic. Okay. So now I'm on the defensive again. And he has a long shot. Like, it's just actually GG. This guy's elemental advantage. Ballista shot A? There's deadass nothing I can do. Like, I already lost. It's literally over. It is literally over. Like, GG. That's fucking it, bro. That's it. That's it. Just dip. That's it. Like, what, third minute? Third minute. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. And I got sabotaged by the game there. What do you mean you do a lob pass? The co-ordinators. Yikes. L spelling mistake. I'm pretty sure that's not what they were called in the original, bro. I'm pretty sure they were called the coordinators and not the co-ordinators. So, yikes. But okay, so they have Aoi on goal. Aoi is what again? She Earth? I swear to God, she's gotta be like Earth. Earth or Wind. Either way, having Matatagi and the stupid twins up there should work. Yeah, they just call them the coordinators, the co-ordinators. I don't know. Okay, she is, in fact, Wood. That's crazy. Okay. So we have Rika, Natsumi, Midori. I mean, they have all the coaches, the managers, and they have some random scouts in the middle there, a little triangle. And I guess they have Rika and Toko because they were cheering them on in Season 3. But okay. So back on this pitch with this music. So yeah, we're just going. Like, I think a good tactic for this is to just not think and just go. I somehow won. That's crazy. But okay, we're here. So now what we do is cavalry advance. We pass the Gandaras. And then we just get it past the wall with a well-placed shot. She has Burai Hand, that is a fact. She doesn't voice it, which is a bit of a shame. Because I think she voiced it in Strikers, in Go Strikers. Okay, well, she got that, as she does. Let's see... Rock and roll beat. Nope. Always lose to the tower. The tower A. We're getting more and more ridiculous with these. Not gonna lie. Yeah, she did voice Burai Hand in Strikers. Like, I'm 100% sure about that. Okay, got the ball back. And Yashiro's getting focus fielded, so that's GG. Unless I do... Crazy pass to Gandaras, and then to Sakurazaki. That's not Sakurazaki, that's Matatagi, but that's okay. So let's just rip a parkour attack. And like, we're just trying to get raw damage off now, essentially. That's just what the situation has become. And again, if they don't do any Hisatsu, then taking the raw damage is perfectly fine. Like, the numbers are actually pretty good. And again, like, I could get something off here. I'm pretty sure I get cock-blocked, but that's okay. Like, if we just move around. Okay, that's good. And then wait for the ball. Nice. And a chip shot, which I think should it go over? I feel like it should. Okay, nice. So 3200 again. It's pretty solid. Oh, she gets that. She almost got it, but she gets it on the dribble, surely. Just that easy. Just that easy. Okay, then we're in there. Boom. Matatagi. And wait for the wall. There's it. That's it. That's it. Unfortunately, I passed to the wrong side, not gonna lie. Because they are putting up a wall there. And... oh, hold on. We can save this. Potentially. If this doesn't just get stopped in one go, which it very well might, not gonna lie. I think it's probably gonna... ooh, never mind, hold on. Wait, this is good. 6,000? With Burning Catch. Plus 4Y? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you voiced that for some reason. Which I don't know if she did in Ghost Strikers, to be completely honest. And you have Keeper's Grit, that restores some KP, unfortunately. It restores quite a bit, actually. Okay, let's just try to go for a volley. Get it past the defenders. Nice. Now we just gotta keep the pressure on, that's all really. Like, we just gotta try to intercept every long pass that they do with the keeper, and then that's pretty much gonna be the entire gameplay. And ideally we don't do dumb shit like this, but it has happened, so that's an issue. Okay, got that. I see now that they're rocking the away kit for the Triple C Osaka girls, which is pretty fun. I mean, they are all girls, so it checks out. But I got a breach. Absolute cinema Matatagi. You love to fucking see that, actually. Opa! 1-0. Okay, beautiful. We might just win against the coordinators. Not gonna lie. But let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. We gotta play another full round. Another full half. But this gives us leeway to potentially go for a second goal. To make the victory impossible to overturn. If I 2-0 this one, it'll be a momentous occasion. Like I said, I'm not gonna count my chickens too early. But it's certainly possible. Like, theoretically, it's now possible. Okay, you can't just immediately focus field me again. Not without getting belly on totemed. And that's a legendary Matatagi. Let's see. Okay, well, Akane is kind of in the way for Matatagi, not gonna lie. That's alright. We will manage to get one more shot off. And then ideally... can't do that. Okay, well, this is gonna get blocked then. But I want to get the chain off so I can hopefully ramp up the tension meter a bit more. I don't know what level it is currently. Yeah, she just blocks that with Deep Mist. That's fair. That was to be expected. But at the very least, we are up 1-0. Don't count on it, Mr. Streamer. I predict a last-second Ayano one-hit KO. Never. Never. My goat could never lose like that. Okay, we need Burn. That's better, because now we have the elemental advantage against Aoi as well. Okay, so Burning Overdrive on Rika, who, by the way, got a model update, and it looks so much better now. It's insane. Okay, Melody Wave, which I don't love. So you just gotta keep a close eye on where these balls are going. To Natsumi, who almost guaranteed has a shot. That's going off the pitch, surely? That's not going off the pitch. That's crazy. Where is this going? Oh dear. Okay. Tsutenkaku shoot. Okay. That's fine if this goes directly at the goal. That's good. That will hit the wall. That will hit the wall. That's 10,000. I did not notice that. Jesus Christ. Okay. I think it's still possible. With a... I can't do Keeper's Grit. It's over. GG. Double elemental advantage. Double elemental advantage. and still got trumped. 10k. Yikes. That's okay. It's really not okay, because now I need to bank on another breach, but, well, it is what it is. Let's just try moving up. Let's just do what we can, you know. It's a good pass, at least. Elemental Catalyst should help. But overall, that's a pretty rough setback, not gonna lie. Like, if we can put on enough pressure with Burn and Elemental Catalyst, then this shouldn't actually be too bad. Like, if we just do this, this should be pretty good, actually. Bait out the wall. Curve shot. Let's get some raw damage in. Like, if we keep doing it like this, we have the speed boost as well from all these things, so... Okay, nice. And now what I do is I just play to burn before anyone tries to focus field me. Cavalry advance. And I think we rip a Fire Blizzard with Elemental Catalyst. There. With Gandaras. This past hour or so has been a great reminder why I'm taking a break from this game. Yeah, you know what? That's completely fair, actually. I would too if I had more willpower to do so. Anyway, that's pretty solid. That's not great. They're blocking it. So now I have to weave around. Try again. That's fine. Arguably, this is better, actually. Because now Burn moves further back. So we have a window to use Atomic Flare without getting blocked by the wall. Should be another 3,000 to 4,000 if that hits. It does. Elemental Advantage brings it up to 36, so like 3,200, 33. Like, it is possible, technically, if I'm fast enough. Okay, well, I'm certainly gonna lose that. Yeah. If you have Elemental Catalyst, then GG. Okay, hold on. Call them out on the sprint. That's good. Now we pass the Gandaras. And we do a pass to burn. Okay, hold on. Can I pop Elemental Catalyst again? Not yet. There's a cooldown. That's fair. Okay, I'm here with Kusaka. Again, I would love to get it to burn, so we're gonna weave around. Now, if they pop anything, if they try anything funny, that's fine. I have Judge. I have to wait for the Elemental Catalyst with burn anyway. And now I have... Ooh, now I have wiggle room. Hold on. I think I want to get it to burn. Like, burn just needs to get up there. And that's good. Hold on. That's great, actually. That's a direct. Okay, like, one shot with a Hisatsu could potentially do it. I have 6 minutes to do it. If I catch this ball, well, she does. Okay, I'm up there. Hold on. Now it needs to bait the wall. That's not great. Pass it to Ryugal. And then just chip shot, ever. Okay, that's good. Hold on. If we catch this, which we may just do. Burning Overdrive. Okay, I lose this. I lose this, that's rough. We need to somehow get this ball real quick. Which Gandaras might do. If I pick the right... This... Yep. Hold on. Hold on, it's possible. Play to burn. Yep. Hold on. Play to the Yugal. And now we just reposition. Hold on, we reposition. I think I tried to bait out the wall disappearing. That's what I want. Play to Gandaras. This is the final gambit, man. This is the final gambit. Okay, hold on. This is good. We have as much time as we want. Played back to the Yugal. Played further up. Nice. And now, hold on. This is it. This could be it. Hold on. I think this is it. I'm also getting told by my mom. Hold on. Fucking W. Lock the fuck in. 2-1. Scored 2 goals by the greatest chance in the world. The final gambit did do it. Just continuing to pass the ball around. Bringing Torch in, bringing Burn in was a great pull. Was an absolutely huge pull. Okay. So what that means is that we're done with Go 1 for now. We have seen what teams they have to offer, and we actually won one, so that's pretty huge. No guaranteed hero, which I have seen someone say drops from every legendary match, but yeah, it clearly doesn't. But okay, W drops, and hey, we beat the match, so that's all I can ask for. 2 new possibilities as per usual, 3 Bone Stars, and Grandpa's Notebook. So yeah, that's huge. Massive W, Legend Showdown course completed, so that's huge. Also, as I announced at the beginning of the stream, for those of you who are not here, my parents have been on holiday for 2 weeks. They're coming back tonight. In fact, they will be back in 5 minutes. So what that means, I'll be taking a little break here. I'll be going downstairs for roughly 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20. If you know, if the welcome back is especially long. I will keep the stream running. But in the meantime, I suggest you hang out with each other. I have like a little intermission thing, I suppose. I have like, wow, parents came back from holiday. Whoa, parents are back from holiday. W. And yeah, also I'm gonna change my screen, my webcam to something else as well. You're gonna be greeted by the GOAT himself. You're gonna have Tobitaka Seiya here on stream for all of you fine fellas. So enjoy that. I will put the music back on. Which music do you like best? Do you like this one? Do you like something more upbeat, Season 3? Let's see. Chrono Stones. Chrono Stones has some pretty good music as well, actually. Let me see. Let's go to... I mean, Season 3 is a banger. This is a classic. Come on. You can all have this. Okay, so I'm gonna show myself for a bit longer. Hey, hello. So I'll be back in roughly 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, please hold tight. After this, we will move on to Go 2. We're going to pick out a Go 2 team, and we're going to see what scout teams came back from Go 2 in the legendary battles. Also, welcome Team Q. Welcome, first time, I think, to the stream. I am unfortunately dipping for like 10 to 15 minutes, but I will be back soon. Yeah, I will be back soon. So you all enjoy chatting with each other, and I'll be back. Fellas, we have returned. Okay, back on track. Hold on, we can take the text off the screen. Holy, we're back. Okay. Oh no, he's back. What do you mean, oh no, he's back? Oh my god, bro, I can't do anything right. Hello, people. Hello, welcome once again to the second half of the stream, I suppose. Parents are back, safe and sound. Yeah, it is incredibly warm outside, but I helped with a few things, pushing the caravan up the old driveway for a start. But yeah, it is insanely warm, so I'm pretty winded, not gonna lie. Or winded, however you say that, I don't know. But, as I said, we're moving on to Chronostones. So we're gonna see what the Ultra Hero battle, what the legendary battle for Chronostones is like. Tobitaka was controversial and based. Tobitaka was just brushing his hair. I don't know what all you guys made him say, but I don't think I agree with anything that was said or was, you know, Tobitaka was forced to say. Insanely warm, 30 degrees. It is it 30 degrees? That's a good question. It is, in fact, 27 degrees. However, with humidity, it's, let's see. With humidity, how warm is it, actually? Okay, yeah, give me an ad on my weather app. That's fine. Let's see. With humidity... Humidity 63%, which is pretty terrible, not gonna lie. Also, you are just a freak of nature, not gonna lie. Brazilians are a different breed. Also, Alan, I appreciate you trying to explain to me how to pronounce winded by writing it out, but I'm afraid that doesn't really help, not gonna lie. Hello, Celine, good evening. Sorry for taking Tobitaka from you. Well, I had to return eventually. Okay, but here's the thing. We have to play against a team, an Ultra Hero battle against a team from Chronostones. Now, which team are we going to play against? We have a few options. We have, for example, Protocol Omega. We could do Protocol Omega. Alternatively, there is Protocol Omega. Oh, this is a good one. We have Japan United, who are actually just Protocol Omega. Okay, but what do you guys think of Protocol Omega 2.0? I'm just saying, could be pretty interesting. No, I mean, let's just play, you know, an actual team that is not Protocol Omega, and then, you know, the choice gets pretty slim. The pool of choices gets pretty slim when you do that, actually. But, you know what? The first team I saw being mentioned is Protocol Omega 2.0, the first battle, so let's do that. Let's do Protocol Omega 2.0, the first proper battle. Let's lock it in. So, this goalkeeper is Wood. So Burn is gonna get fielded immediately. Play the Terracotta Army. I was unironically considering playing the Terracotta Army, actually. But I don't think I will, actually. But good suggestion. We were on the same wavelength. You go 4-0 against the Black Templars. That's good. Ultra Hero? Or what? Surely. Like, surely we're not talking, like, regular hero battle, because, yeah, that everyone can do that now, but... Okay, we got this banger soundtrack, which we're gonna hear it for a bit, because as we have all experience, scoring against these teams is kind of a bitch. Neda is, in fact, gonna destroy me with a defense commando. Koiruappa. There it is. That's fine. If November passes, or Orca, we got our ass. She doesn't, so we're just gonna go in with Kusaka. We're gonna catch her ass. Boom. Easy. Read like a book. And then, in fact, we do pass to Burn. But Oscar is just moving a little too fast. If anyone else with us, I guess Gandaras is there, but that's not very helpful. So let's go for the Ryuga instead. Okay, that's rough. That's gotta be a foul. You gotta open your eyes, Raf. You gotta play the same game as us, Raf. W. Legendary Ionol, even better. Okay, now here it is. So, Cavalry Advance. And I'm gonna play the Gandaras first and foremost. gonna quickly there reorganize a tiny bit. So we go Kyobo head, sorry, Kyobo head though. And I think I accidentally did a chain shot with my mouse, not gonna lie. That's fine. You know what? Almost 4,000 is pretty good. Why is Burn here? What do you mean, why is Burn here? Oh, wait, the goalkeeper is Earth. Lumphal. Yikes. You know what? Maybe I am washed. Maybe I am a fake fan, actually. I swear this goalkeeper is not Earth, by the way. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, double team Kusaka and Ryuga. Love to see that. Okay, so... Speeding up, we're gonna lose this, certainly. Speeding up. You don't like Protocol Omega, Lucas? What do you mean you don't like Protocol Omega? How can you not like Protocol Omega with how often you play against them? Like, repetition surely is a benefactor for enjoyment. No, I understand. Protocol Omega is like a little bit too present for the role they play in Chrono Stones. Like, especially in this Chronicle mode, right? This Chronicle route, which I've talked about this a bunch of times during the actual playthrough, so I'm not gonna do it again. But yeah. I mean, playing against Protocol Omega just 19 times, it does really hamper anyone's enjoyment of this route, I think. Nice! Good play. Pass to Ryuga, obviously. Nice. And they can immediately do a focus field again, because fuck me. Anyway, Paleon Totem. I mean, yeah, for the Ultra Hero matches we should at least be fine, because these are still difficult, but fair, I guess, ultimately. Okay, so let's see. If I play to Gandares, and I, in fact, play it back to Burn. There, the Fire Blizzard. Faye might unironically be the saving grace for Chrono Stones. I don't know about that one, Chief, but... Ah, okay. I understand now where the mistake lies. This goalkeeper is Earth Element, but his signature move... Not his signature... Actually, yes. Both of his signature moves are Wood type. So that throws me off. But either way, like, bringing Burn here is still not a bad thing. Because, you know, having the Fire type stab at the very least against these Wood goalkeeper moves, that still helps. That still factors in. Yep, got Neda's ass immediately. Easiest decision of my life. Now Gora. No Aura Gora. Here we go. Like I said, no Aura Gora. There it is. Easily gets passed by a girl half his size. Yikes. Scream of Eden. And I'm lacking like 38 attack. Well, with the Dawn Shout, it's a bit more than I'm lacking, of course. But... Kusaka? No. Missed the ball somehow? But luckily this guy moved up way too far, so... Okay, we can just bang on in right now. Don't even need to expand any tension. Beautiful. Okay, so I think we're pretty good now. Of course, I will try to score one more goal just for the extra leeway, but there we go. Seeing discussions about Chrono Stones characters now. There are a lot of good Chrono Stones characters, even though some people love to deny it. I'm not gonna name any names, but, you know, Vinny. No, but Chrono Stones has a bunch of good characters. I mean, you got Kinako, you got Reiruk, you got Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, actually. I love all of those guys. They're pretty great, actually. Xanark, I mean, literally have the god of the Inazuma Eleven universe. And I like the historical characters, actually. Call me crazy, but I like all of the historical characters that they brought in. They all have such, like, distinct personalities. I know they're probably nothing like how they actually were, but except for maybe, like, Nobunaga. I can imagine Nobunaga Oda was like actually like that when he was alive, you know. But Ryoma Sakamoto, Okita Soji, Jeanne d'Arc, like even the fucking dinosaurs had a lot of personality. And that really goes to show that they just put a lot of love and care into the actual writing of the characters, you know. That's just, I don't know, that's just how I feel. Cancel you, Panda, for forgetting Kinako? You know what? That is actually a cancelable offense, yeah. Okay. Crisp, roughly 4,000. It's not bad. Bringing in Matatagi has been a fruitful decision. Okay, now we do have to play it back. Gandaras is not in the zone. Ryugal is with a chip shot. That's valuable. That'll go over the Sentinel into the keeper's hands. The only saving grace for Chronostones is Rujik. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you enjoy a character as obscure as Rujik, but... you know, I feel like we're still kind of tripping. I feel like we're kind of tripping when we're saying... well, not we. When one person is saying, hey, Rujik was the saving grace of Chronostones. Chronostones is like... you know what? I'm gonna go out and say it. After Season 3 of the OG season, Chronostones is the best season of Inazuma 11. And it's really not even close, to be completely honest. Chronostones is like... I know people are making the argument that Chronostones is so detached from actual football. Yeah, no shit. I mean, we've never been playing real football. Are we seeing this? We are not playing real football, brother. There is nothing football about summoning a fucking wall in the middle of the pitch. Okay, Neira is shooting, so that's fine. Keeper's grit. And now I think... let's see, Love Arrow is fire, so Infinite Wall should be good here. So this should power it down considerably. Okay, about halfway, I think? Yeah. Almost exactly halfway, in fact. So, let's see now. Can't do anything with Matatagi here. With Kusaka, probably can't do much either. Well, I could do Kyobo Head, but I don't feel like it. So let's instead... let's play it back to Gandaras. We are going outside the zone with that. But I think that's fine, especially since we have a totem on Gandaras. Chronostones is the best story and game in your opinion, Benny? The anime season is pretty poorly paced, that's true. And the same goes, obviously, for this Chrono route, for this Chronicle route. With, of course, the obvious caveat that they didn't include anything that makes Chronostones actually good, which is the story that happens outside of the football pitch, you know? Like, all of the events that happen outside of the football pitch are what make Chronostones so great, like the meetings with all the historical characters and such. And you just don't get to see that here. In general, Chronostones had a fantastic idea, fantastic execution as well. While introducing new characters as well, they built, like, essentially, they got rid of all the bombs and Kurumada from Shinsei Ramen. They kept Shinsuke for some reason, because he's a Nepo baby, but... and then they just poured in a bunch of well-known characters from history and they made them Inazuma 11 characters. They made them play football in their respective eras. Like, how much more peak does it actually get? You have Jeanne d'Arc playing football together with Nobunaga Oda. Well, not together with, but in essence. W. Hoshi. Full name, holy shit, by the way. She won an 18%, it's beautiful. She never misses, actually. And we're here. And I think what we're also not acknowledging yet is that Chronostones has, like, some of the best music in the franchise as well. Like, match music, battle music. The battle music from Chronostones is, like, the only battle music that I have in my music playlist on YouTube, not gonna lie. Like, just the regular football battle music. Bring Back Football is what it's called. Okay, let's just lock in one more, you know. Let's just get it in there. Zhuge Liang having a Cashin caught me off guard. Yeah. I mean, it's just these historical characters, for some reason, being really good at football, that makes it a lot more entertaining. Or like Zhuge Liang, who I guess is a mythical character. in essence, so them having a mythical creature to summon as well makes sense. Seeing them specifically because I believe Zhuge Liang was just a guy in the original story, but it's a woman in Inazuma 11. At the very least, as far as my Chinese mythology is concerned, my Chinese mythology knowledge. It was also really funny, actually. You gotta give Chronostones credit for cucking Hayami out of going to the one era that he wanted to go to, because that guy deserves absolutely nothing except to die. So, pretty beautiful stuff. And of course, introduced Kinako, Xenarch, Beta, Alpha, Gamma. Like, we got so many good characters out of Chronostones. It's not even funny. Like, a season like Go 1 could never compete. The openings of Chronostones, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Benny. Like, they're beautiful. I mean, the one really exotic one... I think that's like the very first opening that you get in the anime, right? It's so good. Okay, but that is a Ultra Hero battle done against Protocol Omega 2.0. Hayami deserves nothing? I'm glad. I'm glad that we all agree that Hayami deserves nothing at the very least. You too, Lucas. That's actually pretty surprising. I didn't think you hated Hayami that much after seeing your tier list for the characters. But maybe I got that wrong. Actually, okay, let's see. Let's see what teams we can get, because I skimmed over it real quick, but what teams can we get for the Legend Showdown for Chronostones? Okay, so these are really cool teams, actually. These are like the most banger icons that you can get in Chronostones, I think. This is like Chrono Cross, I think, is the second one. It's like a team of evil guys from across the eras, and then the first one is like the... I think it's just a team with all the historical characters from Chronostones. So this will have Nobunaga, this will have Liu Bei, Zhuge Liang, Jeanne d'Arc. I believe that's what that is. I forget the exact names, but... People are manifesting Gold Bear, while one person is manifesting Gold Bear for a very specific reason. Me personally, I'm hoping for one of the first two, because getting those emblems would be absolutely fire. But okay. Chronostones is so shit they only use Son Goku in one match while the rest is played by Shinsuke. Oh, the Night Vipers! Yeah! Okay, this is my favorite from the Grandfather teams, actually. They have such a banger emblem. I mean, I already have it, because I think you can just, like, get it somewhere, or buy it. I think you get it from one of the teams in the Chrono route, actually, but... I don't actually know what their deal is. I forget what their deal is, so I'm gonna keep Sakurazaki in, just to play it safe, I suppose. If Hayami actually did something, he'd be bottom tier. He goes in there, come on, do something. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so actually, Dazar Mongol, I think I should have seen that in the preview, not gonna lie. So both goalkeepers on this team are fire, so having Sakurazaki in here is beautiful. You buy the emblem? Okay, well, I bought the emblem then because I have it. So, yeah, that makes sense. So, then I guess we'll see what we actually get from this if we somehow win. Which, you know, still not too uncomfortable with the idea of winning against this team. Like, I think it's certainly possible. Especially with the advantage we have goalkeeper-wise. But we're just gonna have to play it well. See what we can do. Have Hayabusa. Guy is deadass, just called Hayabusa. Well, I'm not gonna win against him. Even though he just has Killer Slide. He's got to keep him at bay, which, well, into thin air doesn't exactly help with that, I'm not gonna front. And Bungee Thrust on Desta. So, the one thing we cannot do is let Desta shoot. That's the only thing we cannot do, because Desta has elemental advantage against Ayano. This is also pretty terrible. This is pretty terrible news, not gonna lie. But he did have this cash-in Chronostones, I believe. So, W Morimura, fantastic play. And to Sakurazaki, oh, and that's crazy. You're telling me I got cocked like that? That's insane. I almost made it. Trust. Almost made it. Okay, come on. Elemental advantage on Hoshi. Yikes. Aggressive beat. We have double elemental advantage, but it's not gonna matter. Remember, both level 99 routes in Chronostones weren't accessible when you played the game due to weird unlock requirements? Ooh, now that you say that, I have like a faint recollection of that, but... Oh, that's Desta. We can't be having that. I did play them, unfortunately, because they were absolutely dreadful to play. Much like this, actually. Like, the comparison is certainly there. Okay, I need Kusaka to get there, and I need Kusaka to actually win this battle, I'm not gonna lie. So, Kusaka's not gonna win this battle. That's okay. That's okay. I've not got a single shot off, which is pretty rough. Because by this point, we are almost halfway through the first half. So, ideally we catch him with something. This Tsuyuki guy. Hands too small. Okay, Actor, Demonio, we can get this guy. We cannot get this guy. And I don't have Hyper Energy, so I can't use any totems. Did you have to beat the version combination team first to play against the grandfather teams? That is an excellent question. I don't actually know if that's the case. I could imagine that being the case, especially since it's like so incredibly like late game. Okay, Hoshi almost certainly got that, but that's fine. Is Hayabusa gonna shoot? Oh no, that's a problem. That is an incredible issue, actually. I'm not going to lie. If Tobitaka gets there, that helps. That helps. I mean... Yeah, I think this is just a one-shot, to be completely honest. Well, not necessarily. Hold on. No, it is. It almost certainly is. Nah, we Gucci, bro. My god, Ayano would never get beaten by something like that. Come on, lock in. This means that we are essentially one-shot, but hey, at what point in time against these teams are we not? Are we not at one-shot range, you know? So, I think we're actually fine, you know? I think we're fine. Whoever said RIP, never not believe in my god Ayano, man. Clearly, y'all don't trust my god Ayano enough. By the skin of my teeth, doesn't matter. Like, every single shot that we have to take against these teams is just kind of guaranteed to one shot. So the fact that I even blocked something at all is... See, and now we can just start popping off, because now I have Hyper Energy. They also have Hyper Energy. Okay, so Thunderbird is certainly winning. There's no contest there. And he armorifies it. Okay. That's pretty sick, actually. Okay, caught him on the dash. That's good. Now what I need is to play it up to Sakurazaki. Boom. We're here. Burning Overdrive. And Hayabusa's in the way. He almost certainly has Air Bullet. So I don't love that. I think we're going to have to... I hate to say this, we're going to have to play it back to Gandaras, actually. And then we're going to pray that Demonio doesn't have a block move. And now we're going to pass it back to Sakurazaki, and now we're here. And now we, boom, lock one in quickly before Yale does anything. Air Bullet Gaming. I sure hope there won't be any Air Bullet Gaming. Okay, good. That's good, actually. It got past, slipped past. So 5,000, which means that we are almost over halfway, actually. So I'm fine with continuing this for the time being. I think if we keep Sakurazaki on here, that there's actually like a decent shot that we can do this. Do I need anything else in the way of support? I think not. I think it's pretty good what we have currently. Okay. This is like the first time they've actually switched, so that's pretty interesting. I think that's primarily because the other teams didn't have, like, reserves, possibly. This guy has Evera, that's fine. They also gave him that in the Chronostones games, not gonna lie. So that makes perfect sense. I called that, but okay. That's fine. We just do it on the second try, that's fine. We also won't do it on the second try, that's fine. We'll do it on the third, with Tobitaka. Come on, lock in. Bungee Ball Burst, got his ass. Bungee Thrust is not gonna beat it. It's not gonna beat Ironclad Guardian. Okay, that's all we need. And now we just get the ball up. Kusaka, Ryugel, and now all the way to Sakurazaki. And now we win these. Watch this. We lose those, that's fine. He's dashing, got his ass. Easy, easy. Sakurazaki, get back. Okay, actually, I would really love for Sakurazaki to be here right now, but that's fine. Just get a raw shot off. Does Lucian Dark even do anything in Go 1? Absolutely, I could answer, Lucas. I will give you a categorical answer of yes. Yes, he does do something, but he only starts doing something, I think, in, like, the match they play in the pinball stadium, if memory serves. So it's decently late in Holy Road, but he's actually pretty useful at a certain point, yeah. Like, he kind of just fumbles around in the beginning, but he's entertaining, and he really gets going quite fast. Okay, so this guy has Tachyon for whatever reason. Random ass guy, but okay. Hisatsu! Okay, well, again, aggressive beat. Does he voice this? No. Okay, fair enough. I guess that's not one of his native moves then, because I was told that the post-game teams from Go 1, they all voice their base moves from the games. This girl, though, I remember her. Oh, that's GG. Yeah, GG. It's over. They have a long shot. GG. I think, yeah, it's looking pretty dire, fellas, not gonna front. Well, if by any chance... Yeah, no, that's GG. GG, fellas. Nah, I'm not gonna pray for the save. 13 KP. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, let's give that another stab. Let's see if we can get... Let's see if we can get one of the first two teams. Because again, they have the coolest icons. I'm not going to be praying for any saves. No, certainly not. There it is. The true legends. There's one of them. There's one of them. That's the name of this team. So these are all the historical characters that you actually meet, like the main historical characters that you meet in Chrono Stones. Liu Bei is on goal, so we gotta run Matatagi. Liu Bei is Earth, if memory serves. King Arthur also, yes, for Yami specifically, Yami Pandring, as captain of this team and playing in Cherry Storm Stadium, without question the best stadium from Chrono Stones. We also got Takachiro Kinoshita as an actual player. And Tsuga Liang, like, look at this absolute fucking lineup, bro. Look at this beastly lineup. We got Takachiro Kinoshita, we got Shintaro Nakaoka, you know, Sakamoto's advisor as coach. And we got the two French guys as reserves. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, this team is so peak. It's not even funny. And we got the Cherry Storm Stadium, so it's beautiful. Yeah, we gotta move a little quickly here, because they are very strong. King Arthur, I do not believe, has any block moves. I know Jeanne d'Arc certainly does. So let me just... Oop, low pass. And then just a little shot, actually. Just get a little shot off. Just get a little 2000. That's fine. Imagine if the Legends could mix and match with their respective players. If only, bro. I don't even know what happens if you, like... If you mix and match them the other way, which you could do in the original Chrono Stones games on the 3DS, I think that probably their hair color just changes. Of course, obviously the main characters only get the special designs. Yeah, no, it's never the actual historical characters, you know. He actually went inside. That's crazy. Okay, you know what? You gotta respect the gambit. Tobitaka has the ball. I don't believe Nobunaga has a block move, from what I recall. So that's good. Play to Matatagi, play to the Ryugel, just try to get stamina back. Soso is gonna rock my ass, not gonna lie. He's gonna ask to rock my ass, in fact. He doesn't voice it, which is a bit of a shame, but it's understandable. He voices this one, though. He voices the Cashin, which is awesome. Okay, and Tsuga Liang. She has Rising Dragon, yeah. Nothing much I can do against this. Yeah, this team is incredibly goated, Yami. It really is. Like, it's such a good lineup. I mean, this is just all the best parts from Chrono Stones that they just brought together into one team. And we don't even have to suffer Shinsuke for it, you know? It's beautiful. Okay, so this guy, I am decently certain has no block move. So I'm free to pass the Matatagi. And I'm free to pull this off, cavalry advance, and I think... Oh, they're kind of moving to the middle, not gonna lie. I mean, I knew they were setting up They were setting up some walls, but didn't expect them to do it this efficiently. Okay, I just need them to move further out, really. Or I need Liugal to get in here. Okay, you know what? Liugal is in there. There he is. And now I can just do a chip shot. Yeah, that's good. Like, if I'm not going to use any Hisatsu anyway for this, I might as well use a chip shot. Zhuge Liang and Okita are normal body type for some reason. Okita, I think, was canonically, like, short. He is, like, early 20s. He suffers of tuberculosis as well, which is pretty rough. The fact that they gave him white... what is it? White worm? Like, serpent, what is it called? It makes a lot of sense, because they have the white dragon, of course, in King Arthur, in the era as well, in Chronostones. So, yeah. Beautiful move by Matatagi. They pull a Titan wall, which, you know, respectable, but it's not gonna match, eh? Why does he have so little KP, by the way? Did I get a breach just now? Did I get a breach? On, like, the chip shot? Did I miss that for some reason? Are we scoring here? Absolute Cinema Matatagi? Dude. Holy fuck. That's awesome. What the hell? Okay, well, I didn't notice, but apparently I got a breach at some point, so that absolutely helps a lot. So now the 1-0 against the true legends. It will be absolutely huge if I could win this first try. We got a legendary French guy. We got Lahir. King Arthur. Well, well, well. A force to be reckoned with. Okay. The 10% to Hoshi was a lie, unfortunately. But Zhuge Liang dashed, and that was her first and last mistake. Okay, we're here. Yeah, 20k. I don't think I would have broken past that like anytime soon without a breach. So it's gotta have been that, even though I didn't notice. Let's just see how they respond to this, you know. Okay, there's Ryoma Sakamoto. But okay, we can get past this. We can just get a regular shot past this. Nice. Breach chip shot. Yeah, no, I just did not see that. But that's great. You love to see that, actually. Especially, you gotta take all the help you can get against these teams, right? W Hoshi, by the way. She always wins, never loses. Hoshi is short for holy shit, actually, for those of you who don't know yet. Chat, Hoshi is short for holy shit. Calc is short for calculator, chat. Wasn't one of those random guys who served King Charles like a torture or something? Hey, very well could be. The French were not very, well... One of the guys who served Charles... I guess. Maybe. Like Lahir and I forget what the other guy's called, but it's certainly possible. It's certainly possible. The French were not very mild back in those days, as you might know. You know, a few heads certainly did rule, just like a football. But okay. The black-haired one, yeah, with the short hair with the buzz cut. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. That's probably true. Gilles de Rais. Yeah, which, actually, you know, saying that name out loud, I'm pretty sure he was a torturer. Like, that's a pretty famous name. Gilles de Rais. But... does he have Surtur? He does. Chat. I'm unironically saying chat now, and that's not a good thing. But chat, I have played so much Chronostones. Tiger Drive, you absolute fool. They tried to cheese me with a long shot, bro. Look at this shit. They tried to cheese me with a long shot. But chat... they tried to cheese me with a long shot, and also I've played so much Chronostones that I know what these guys should have, cash-in-wise. And that big guy, I remember him having Surtur. Yes, absolutely. Hunter's Nat, that's not great. I'm certainly gonna lose to Gilles de Rais. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. He styles with Kusaka for a little bit. That's alright. Blast Mine. Okay. Well, I could try, but, like, I don't think any of this is gonna matter, really. No. Kurema! I believe this is also just his vanilla moveset from the Chronostones game, not gonna lie. Anyway. Well, she got the ball back. It's beautiful. She's so good at this game. Like, watch this. Boom. It's just that easy. Like, do you see how good she is? This is not even favoritism, this is just fact. Okay, Jean of Arc, that's a problem. Okay, passed by Zhuge Liang. I am gonna get, yeah, I'm gonna get sniped by the focus field. Because that's how that works for some reason. It's Matatagi. Oh, he's completely open. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, actually. But Soso is putting up a wall, I think, so that's not great. He has Asterisk Rock, so he will certainly take us out with one shot. He didn't manage to get it up in time. Beautiful. And they gave Ryubei Snakebite. Serpent Fang. Okay. Interesting. Interesting call. By the way, now that Ryubei has been mentioned, can we talk about how absolutely goated Liu Bei was in the anime, by the way, in the Chrono Stones anime? Mans stopped accelerator gears against the Terracotta Army without gloves, without ever having played football, by the way. And fuck-ass Shinsuke, what does he do? He just loses every single interaction he has, man. How does the GOAT of Chinese mythology, Liu Bei, get to Mixie Max with Shinsuke? Like, what atrocities has he committed in a past life to have to be Mixie Maxed with Shinsuke, of all people? Okay, well, here's Jeanne d'Arc with La Flamme, which, I don't know if she voices this. W, she voices it. Beautiful. Didn't Liu Bei even block disaster breaks? He... See, that's a great question. I don't remember if he did, but if he did, I certainly would believe it without any further questions. Like, Liu Bei, he was in... And they're cheesing me with a long shot. Okay, hold on. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in and get as much defense up as possible. Kusaka's already there. I gotta get the Flame Fortress going. Even without, I think I have more KP, but I'm not gonna risk it. So we got Wall for 1, which is a solid start. And then ideally... Okay, that's good. Let's see. I want to do Shinkuma, since that's elemental advantage. Shinkuma! And then I want to do... one more? No. I can do Keeper's Grit. Basically, I want to take as little damage as possible here. So... Infinite Wall. Okay, 9.8k. That is certainly enough. Without question. Even if he got a breach, I think that would have been plenty. Okay, so past the Tobitaka. So far, we got a good showing. I do need to get the ball out of here, like ASAP. And then along past the Ryugel. Beautiful. Just before the focus field could kick in. And we're doing a cavalry advance, because now we're on the offensive. I think now what we can do is just keep pressing. We can do the explosion. Sure, why not? Past the Matatagi. And maybe with a direct kick. That should lock it in. Okay, there we go. Well, that's not enough, but it's a lot. It's 5,000, which... This is canonic. This is canonically accurate, by the way. Except he's wearing gloves, so if he hadn't been wearing gloves, that would have been canon. Is she gonna do it again? Tough. Tough. Even the greatest heroes lose sometimes. Oy. That's not ideal. Please. Ooh, that's really not great. Evolution? Yeah, GG. Actually, wait. Not GG. Hold on. Mugen no Kabe? Hold on. Wait, are we good? Damn, I don't know what I did, but I guess like I guess I just have enough KP now. I guess we're just too good now, somehow. Okay, W. Then we'll just lock in the 2-0, I think. Like, I don't know how they only had 6k when, you know, he started with 5k and then he did evolution. But, oh no, it's Tokichiro Kanoshi, that's over. Never mind, we're good. So I think that's a 2-0. 2-0 against the legendary match? Okay. So we're getting that sick-ass emblem of the true legends. That's beautiful. That's the stuff of legends, really. Again a Cashin, again Surtur. That's fine. He's not gonna do anything by this point. Like, by this point, the margin is too big. Like, we can't lose anymore. And we got legendary Tsuga Liang. Beautiful. Like, this team is great, actually, because you can drop all the spirits of the players who are on this team, which includes all the legendary players. Like all the literal legends, all the literal legendary players. Like Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei and such. So, yeah. It's peak. Yeah, Panda, I feel you. I feel you. That's certainly... I would do that, but, you know... People would hear me. Well, people are still hearing me, like, regardless, but... If I have my door open, like, people can hear me downstairs, which... I don't know about that one, Chief. But okay, 2-0. That's like the first 2-0 I've ever scored against a legendary team, not gonna lie. Dare I say, absolute Matatagi cinema. Beautiful. But okay, let's see. Did we get any good drop aside from Zhuge Liang? Of course, a lot of beans. Beautiful emblem. Zhuge Liang, So, and Lahir. Yeah, legendary. 2 legendary Zhuge Liangs, actually. It's beautiful. And the legendary Li Hao as well. Okay, it's actually starting to be a bit smoother now. Maybe it's just luck. Call it just luck. But I think I'm getting into the swing of things. Not gonna lie. Okay, so that was Chrono Stones. I think, given the hour that we're at currently, 11 PM, I think we have some time to check out what they brought back for Galaxy. Galaxy is pretty fresh on my mind, though admittedly the Tyson routes I have not really been able to get into that much before Victory Road dropped. I was actually in the middle of playing through everything that Galaxy has to offer, and I think I would love to play against Phalum Orbius. Yeah, Ultra Hero Phalum Orbius, because I can bring Burn. And I don't think I'm at a huge disadvantage shot-wise. No, because they don't have any Earth forwards except for the benched guy, but they're never bringing him on, so... Does my family watch my videos or streams? No. No, I'm pretty sure they don't. If they did, then I don't know about it. But, no, I'm pretty sure they don't. Which, you know, that's probably for the best, actually. Not that I have anything to hide, obviously. I mean, you can attest to that, but... The great game! Okay, it's time. We got every goat from Galaxy on one team. And we got the Dragon Link theme, which is now officially the Dragon Link theme. It is not Beta's theme, it never has been Beta's theme. This is the Dragon Link theme. As it is now stated in the soundtrack selection for lobby matches. Okay, let's get it to burn. Let's not get it to burn, actually. Change of plans, that's fine. Let's get it to burn on the next pass. Also, for anyone wondering, no, I'm not leaning forward because I'm like locked in, like gamer stance or anything. I'm leaning forward because my back is so sweaty, actually. Like, leather chair with 30 degrees? Yeah, yikes. Okay, never mind, that defender's gonna get there. I did not see those walls overlap. Yeah, that's fair. And the spinning cut will just absolutely ruin me. That's fine. Gandharas versus Gandharas, could you imagine? Okay, hold on, we got the ball back. So now, I really need Burn to move up, like ASAP, and I don't know why he's not. Ryuga doesn't have a defense move, I know that for a fact. Bam. So now... Gandharas versus... That just went through Gandharas, not gonna lie. Okay, Burn, I really need you to move further up, man. Yeah, this absolute fumble. He can redeem himself, though, against Xeno. Watch this. How does he move? How can he jump to the same direction 4 times in a row? I can't do that. Why can they do that? Okay, here we go. We're getting a shot off, boys. I'm telling you, if this guy gets in the way, he was already standing like this, man. He was not there. If he snaps into place. I was about to say. Okay, that's good. We got one shot off. Okay. No stamina though, so can't do anything to run interception. But now, we can go against it all done. Or we could, if I were good at this game. Okay. Oh, she's got that. That's an easy matchup. Gandharas being covered by Gandharas is one of the funnier things I've seen today, not gonna lie. But this Gandaras does not have Asukoni UFO. So he's gonna get absolutely murked by my Gandaras, who does have Asukoni UFO. Okay, now that we're up here, this is a good time to pop an Elemental Catalyst. And now I think what will be really nice if there was no one in the way, but there is someone in the way, so that's not great. Gonna play it Gandaras instead, and that's a beautiful gap in the walls actually. So that should mean that we do like around 3k damage. Just a minute. Okay, fellas, we are back. Yeah, I noticed just in time that I didn't pause my game. This could have been devastating, not gonna lie. It is still going to be devastating, because I think that Tsurugi is popping a wolf totem, which I do not have a totem in response, but okay. Where did I go? Well, my mom came into the room, and she was telling me that she was going to bed, and she was asking me some things. You know, she just came back from holiday, as you might have heard earlier. So, we took some mother-son time to catch up, like, real quick, right? So, I hope you can respect that. No, but all good now. Ooh, okay. It's fine, because I somehow got the ball. I don't know what I was in the middle of doing before my mom came into the room, but I don't think I was in the middle of scoring anyway, so I think it's fine. Okay, that's valid. That is his thing, so I will accept that for the time being. Oshi, however, will stonewall him. She was literally there. Like, I feel like we're not giving these people the credit that they duly deserve, you know? Yarasenai! He's got Bicycle Sword. I think that's a GG. I forget that he has a long shot, actually, in Galaxy, so that's not great. But... no, actually, I think it's just cooked. I think we're cooked. Like... hold on. Well, I mean, like, potentially... no, actually, I don't think there's a shot. I don't think there's a chance. Oh, hold on. I have the Hyper Energy. Hold up. Keeper's Grip? Wait. Wait. Hold on. What if I do... oh, this is enough. That's enough. Wait, that's enough. We're so back. Like I said, Ayano could never lose these. Ayano never loses these. Come on. Mugen no Kabe. It's beautiful. Keeper's Grid at exactly the right time, and only because I did Wall for 1. This is why we run Wall for 1, actually. Alright, first half without scoring any goals. And they brought in the Earth forward. Yikes. It's done. GG. Nice, fine, we just gotta lock in. This is still the Ultra Hero battle, right? So this would be pretty rough if I lost this, not gonna lie. Well, then again, I think I lost against Fire Dragon Ultra Hero before, so wouldn't be entirely surprised, I suppose. It's still tough. I jumped out of the way. Why'd I do it? I knew he was gonna go there. I soul read him so hard. It's not even funny. Holo grab, and I can't use my totem. Yikes. L cooldown on the totem. The Ryugel's face is not having a great time currently. Where's this go? Oh no, it's going to Hillary. Yikes. She has a shot. GG. GG. That's it. Yeah, that's that. That is actually just... that's curtains. Okay, GG. I'm not gonna bank on the save, so we're just gonna redo this one. Just gonna quickly redo Phalamorbius. I mean, this is one of the last teams from the Galaxy route, so I suppose they should be pretty challenging, to some extent. Oh shit, okay, I'm reading the chat now. Are we having a discussion who's better, Son Goku or Shinsuke? Is that the discussion? Because the answer is obviously Son Goku. I mean, come on, let's be so for real. Son Goku was a cool guy. It's sad that they didn't give him more to do. Like, especially when Chrono Stones came around, we got Nepo Baby Shinsuke. Yeah, no, we didn't need any of that, actually. And like, you know, like Panda rightly says, Shinsuke's performance in Chrono Stones is absolutely unjustifiable on every single front. And if we take it one step further, his performance in Galaxy is like the least deserved appearance in any season ever, actually. Like, you're telling me that Kuroiwa, dead ass, up front, no cap, told Shinsuke, hey, you're fucking useless, we don't need you on this team. He snuck on board the Galaxy Express, and he still got to play. Even though he's useless, he doesn't have a totem, and his moves are so ass that they get broken by every single shot that he faces subsequent to him pulling out his move for the first time. Like, what is that? If you want to point out... Beautiful. If you want to point out, I think, the least useful goalkeeper in Inazuma 11, you need only look at the Shinsuke. And Shinsuke absolutely gets soloed by Son Goku every single time. I will take sides with Vinny here. I don't do that a lot when it comes to Go, but in this case, yeah, absolutely. Son Goku slimes Shinsuke any day of the week. It's so easy. And yeah, W Breach, absolutely. 9,000 Breach on these teams is so huge, like, unironically. Okay, we got the goalkeeper. And this should just be the goal, I think. Yeah, like if we get a Scream of Eden in, there should be plenty. Ryuga's not blocking himself, obviously. He loves this show. Shinsuke's performance in Chrono Stones is justifiable. Is it really? Is it really when you boil it down? Is it really justifiable? I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Mecha Endo did a better job than Shinsuke. And he blocked 2 shots. He blocked 2 shots and then he fucking died. He exploded. That's still better than the entirety of Shinsuke's repertoire. I'm not gonna lie. And people defending Shinsuke because the strikers in Chrono Stones are strong is such an ass argument. Because, like, what do you mean in other seasons the strikers aren't strong? Like, what is the argument? So, like, surely then Ibuki has to be the most goated goalkeeper ever, right? In Inazuma 11? Because he was facing literal aliens. Aliens of mass destruction, by the way. So it's like, if you want a power skill based on that, then yeah, I guess Shinsuke not being able to block those things is justifiable. But then also, could you not say that Shinsuke also, like, developed his moves in tandem with the power of the people he's facing? I'm not reading. I am reading, but I'm also playing at the same time. So I'm mostly just voicing my own thoughts, not going to lie. I'm saying nobody makes that argument for Shinsuke, yet they make the argument for Norika and Tachimuka. No, people make the argument for Shinsuke, actually. People absolutely make that argument for Shinsuke. And I'm saying that as someone who has directly talked with someone who makes that argument. So yeah, people absolutely do make that argument for Shinsuke, and it is one of the least justifiable things, Jesus Christ, what a word, in the entirety of Inazuma 11. Okay, Holograb, I am winning this. I'm never winning this. Holograb, look! And they're killing my goat. Yikes. They broke his neck. Oh, not this shit again. Okay, well, it's fine. We have a fully fresh Ayano this time. And we got Hoshi here. So with a Flame Fortress. And then a Heavy Baby. And then 2 more here. Ooh, hold on. Wall for 1. Shinsuke and Chrono Stones can be summed up by takes a minute to do a boring armor, does nothing, and gets scored on in every single match. It's true. It's true. Like, literally, if you look back at all of the matches Shinsuke plays, he gets a new thing gets broken through, the same very match that he pulls out, new thing, TM. Like, his performance is, like, the least effective across the entire franchise. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Also, by the way, coming back on an earlier point, are people making the argument that Norika was facing strong players, so her having a terrible performance is justifiable? No. Did Endo not do exactly the same thing, but Endo was like the most goated character ever conceived? I mean, he is John in Inazuma 11, I guess, but like... At the same time... Oh god, it's over. Yikes, GG. Yeah, if we're doing Lost Angel, that's just GG. I think, unless... maybe not. Hold on. I have Keeper's Gret as well. It doesn't have to be over. We could block the Lost Angel. Actually, yeah. I think we can. Yeah, Keeper's Gret. Easy. Benny, you're not defending Shinsuke. You're saying the Sangoku could have been so much more. I absolutely agree there. They should have done more with Sangoku. Like, Sangoku was such a great, like, mentor figure. And I mean, he was going to graduate, I think, after the first year they played with Shinsei Rimen anyway, but it's like, Sangoku had real potential, you know? And, you know, for as little as I recall of Galaxy, and, so, not of Galaxy, of the first season of Go, Sangoku, you know, always sticks with me because he's just a chill guy, you know? He does his job, he gets some interesting stuff, he actually develops himself, like, he really develops himself quite a lot. I mean, what does he get? He gets Burning Catch from the get-go, and then Fingers of Gaia, Fence of Gaia, and then he just gets Burai Hand at a certain point, which I forget if he does it in the anime. I'm sure he does. But it's just, anything would have been better than Shinsuke, man. And that includes Sangoku by a really, really wide margin, actually. You literally had the guy from a previous Inazuma 11 community make the exact reasoning for Norika. But he also clowned on Shinsuke and Chrono Stones. Okay, well okay, one half of that is pretty awesome. The other half is hypocrisy, obviously. Okay, I'm sorry, Tsurugi, but you cannot pass there. So I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Because one more shot and I will perish, actually. Gandaras versus Gandaras. Which one will win? Neither. It is me who pulls the longest straw. It is me who pulls the Elemental Catalyst. And it is me who will score a 2-0, hopefully. We're here. Oh, 16,000 KP. Never mind. Yeah, pack it up. Sangoku was the first person to defy 5th Sector's orders outside Aryan. Outside Shindo as well. You gotta count Shindo. But, like, outside of the main characters, yes, Sangoku was the first one, and we love him for that. Like, he does such a good job. He does such a good job. We need Sangoku to actually get more recognition for everything that he does in the first season of Go. For carrying the team, you know? Carrying the team up until Shinsuke Sorayas is, you know, put into the nepotism arc. W Tobitaka. And we gotta respect the fact that, like, isn't it in the game that, like, they figure out together how to get Sangoku to pull Black Pawn as a Keshin? Which, you know, I don't know why they would ever do that, but it's funny as hell. That is... okay, that's maybe offside, but I call bullshit on that one, not gonna lie. Okay, so all that I don't need to happen is for the ball to get to Tsurugi. That would be the worst scenario possible, I think. If the ball gets to Tsurugi and he pulls a bicycle slash, then we're cooked. I mean, I'm getting Mochi Mochi Kinoko Mochi right here. Yeah, it was one of the parallel stones. That's right. That's right. So that was... Okay, that was Chrono Stones, actually, but... they didn't entirely cock him, I suppose, in Chrono Stones. But it's funny as hell that they decided to give him a dribble catching. And that because of that, he voices that Cashin. He voices summoning that Cashin in this game, I think. I don't think he voices the move, but someone needs to correct me on that if I'm wrong. I don't believe he voices the move, I believe he summons the Cashin with a voice line. But, W Hoshi? Leighton should have voiced Triangle Double Z? Yeah. Because he had it. That's true. Then again, he had a few more things that he didn't get in this game. He had, like, what's it called? It's like the stamp move. Like, I could point out which one it is immediately. I just don't know what the move name is again. But it's a stamp. I think it's got like Stampede something, but it doesn't really matter. He has that, I think, in Go 1. Go 2, I think it's a bit different in Chrono Stones. I forget whether he retains Triangle Double Z. I think he does. Also, first time pulling off Cosmic Blast in one of these matches, but pretty huge. This is probably getting blocked immediately. Damn, okay, never mind. We got through. But Rebound Layer will do it. He doesn't voice the move, just the Cashin call out? Yeah, that's fair. That's what I recalled, so that makes sense. How is it? Jesus Christ! I thought it was a rebound and a half. What the fuck am I? I'm on my own half. Practically punched it to my goalkeeper, man. He must have had mean right hook, because I don't remember mean right hook from the fucking... the skill from the Chrono Stones games. Or from the Go games. Makes punching moves fly further. Yeah, that's that, bro. That's that. We found it. It's here. That guy has it, apparently, on bounce layer, on rebound layer. Come on, Gandaras. Hoppa. 5,000. Yeah, we're not scoring again, but it's funny to keep trying. You think the character number for Emmy from Professor Layton is in the files? Wait, hold on. If that's true, huge if true, because the fact that they brought Luke and Layton, but they left out Emmy is so sad. Like, Emmy was part of the trio, man. Why'd they leave out Emmy? She is an essential part of Professor Layton for a bigger part of the series, of course. Not for the entire series, but she's there quite a lot. Also, I think that's not a breach, but it's a soft breach, I think. Or that's just the effect of double elemental advantage, stab, and elemental catalyst. That's actually gotta be it. So, that's actually a 2-0, so... I don't think it means anything for New World of Steam, because then they would... Well... Actually, it could. You know, it very well could. Because they haven't revealed Emmy yet, so it wouldn't make sense for them to drop her if she gets a new outfit, because that would spoil her appearance in the new game. Hold on. Benny, maybe you're cooking. Maybe you're cooking. I'm willing to believe that as a working theory for the time being. Holy shit, Hiro Shindo. Well, well, well. Would you look at that? We got a hero. Not from a legendary battle, but from an ultra hero battle. Beautiful. Hiro Shindo, let's go. We already know that. What do we already know, Panda? Enlighten us. Not that Emmy is in the World of Steam, we don't. Okay, hold on. Hold on, these are the Galaxy teams. Let's see. I don't know any of these teams, bro. Who are these people? Why is there penguins? There's 4 penguins. There's like stick figures. Power stancing. There's Pixie and there's Dark Pixie, which makes sense. And I don't know what the last 2 are, bro, but they've got to be endgame teams. They've got to be like End of Tyson route teams. This really reminds me that I should get back to actually playing Galaxy and completing the Tyson routes. The purple team is Onesama. Oh god. Oh god. Older women or like older sisters? Hino, oh, we know that Hino hates women. I don't know about that one, Chief, but... You know, it could still be for the reason that Ami, you know, Ami is in the new world of Steam and I don't want to spoil it yet. Oh, Onesan is a mother-sister team. Okay. Well, that, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. The Are team, I suppose. Okay, well, then let's have a look which one we roll, because all of these teams I have never seen. So for the first time, brand new content for you and for me. Ruby Iridix. Are these just scouts from like the different planets? Is that what I'm seeing? Surely that's gotta be it, right? I don't know who this bug is. Well, this bug is like Evil Banda, but... Yeah, there he is, Evil Banda, bro. Oh, they got Gurami! Holy shit, they got Galaxy Susanoo in this one. This is kinda hype, actually. And we have the Pink Bird. The Pink Bird, who is Fire Element. Why is Nero on here? Why is Nero on here? They snuck my boy on here. Well, I guess he's an alien, technically, but like... Hello? We got Scorpion. Magnesium. Gurami. Okay. Seaweed. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yo, Jahar. Sean, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. You have missed me beat 2 legend matches. Oh, God. Oh, we're playing on the bug planet, bro. Low gravity. Yikes. It's over. Okay, maybe it's not over. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Actually, they kind of nerfed the gravity gimmick in this game, which is pretty good for us, not gonna lie. Especially when we can do stuff like that. And the Shinrai, before that person can do a castle wall. Maybe he was the one real alien. Maybe Nero was the one real alien from Inazuma 11 too. Could you imagine? Flower power, okay. Hanafubuki! That's what it's called, right? Okay, gotta lock in and I'll drink water. Come on. Magnesium. Get in here, boy. Okay, so he's from Falmorbius. Gotta be. He's got the pointy ears and he's named after like a mineral, so... Okay, we're out. We got caught by Tetra. Tetra of Legend of Zelda fame, of course. One of my favorite Legend of Zelda games, The Wind Waker. We got hit with a good smell. But Ryugal loves it, so honestly, why would I deprive him of that? Okay, instant burst, so that makes her moves recharge quicker. And now we got Evil Banda. And he's got Gangnir. Okay. That may be a GG, not gonna lie. I don't know how strong this guy or how weak this guy is. 7,000? Yeah, that's pretty rough, Chief, not gonna lie. But let's try a Stone Wall. I think with Stone Wall, it should be enough to block this, but that is a pretty rough start. Okay, so that is in fact enough. Yeah, Tobitaka is not reaching that, but I think Keeper's Grit. And then I believe that's enough. Again, pretty rough start. We gotta keep an eye on this guy, Evil Banda. But I have elemental advantage against him, so that should weaken it a bit further still. Yeah. Okay, the long passes are taking an eternity to charge, which is really my downfall, not gonna lie. Manuba. Okay, Kusaka, and horrible pass. W horrible pass on the enemy side as well, okay. Now we got Manta Ray. Manta Ray Seaweed, I think is what she's called, which is a pretty epic name, not gonna lie. Regular shot. Thwarted by the tower yet again. This always happens for some reason. That she's dashing. I could have got her ass right there. And now she has Ironclad Guardian. Okay. Only reason you hated the Galaxy maps was because of the buff or nerfs on the stadiums? Yeah, exactly, Froy. I mean, most of them were pretty chill. Like, the Sazanara one was pretty alright, like it would just go over the ground. Which is actually, it's much more fun to play with than you'd think. Just the bug planet was an absolute atrocity. Like, the way the ball would bounce in the actual 3DS game, like that is just the stuff of nightmares. Okay. We baited out the wall. That's good. And now I just need to get Sakurazaki to a useful spot, not gonna lie. Or Ryuga with a chip shot. Hold on. Okay, that's fine actually. Just don't do a focus field, and we should be golden. Okay, baited out more walls. That's good. Oh, what a play. Oh, what a play. Please get the two Gandaras. What a play! Oh my god, what a pass! Okay. In case you didn't see it, according to Manos Seaweed's description, Nayari is a girl boss dominated planet where men aren't equals. That's true, I have seen that. I actually have seen that. And you know what? I'm sure there's people who would be into that. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would be into that. Not me though. Y'all stay safe. I mean, I do respect a good girl boss every now and again, but an entire planet? I don't know about that one, Chief. I like equality, actually. That is like... That is... That's such a vanilla thing to say, bro. I like equality. Sorry, guys. Ethical streamer coming in real quick. Ethical streamer. Yeah, I love equality, actually. I don't want things to be unequal. Everything except for the scores when I play a match. Yeah, but it's... No, I mean, Galaxy has such interesting ideas, man. It's just like Chronostones. Just Galaxy actually leaned fully into the Galaxy theme. Which is awesome, because they tried to do it with Inazuma 11 too, but... Of course, they were fake aliens. They were just role-playing, they were LARPing. But there we go. A nice shot with Sakurazaki getting past all the defense, so that should do quite a bit of damage. About half of what this bird has remaining, so one more, and we should be good to go. Tsubusu. Yeah, I called that immediately. Don't have enough time to do anything else, but that's okay. Galaxy was better for Tenma and Shindo than Chronostones? Absolutely. I mean, for Tenma's character development especially, Galaxy was, dare I say, instrumental. Not only did it make him the most overpowered character in the entire franchise, for some reason, like being able to play every single position for some fucking reason, but for Shindo, oh my god, Shindo, bro. I mean, he started off as, he has another long shot. This really is evil Banda. He has Gungnir and Giant Beanstalk. Mans has 2 long shots. What are we doing? But yeah, Shindo started off as a bit of a bitch, especially to Ibuki. But you know, they got some good character moments out of it. And you know, I guess we got a lot of yaoi out of it as well. So, for some people, I guess that would qualify as a victory. Sakurazaki's uncomfortably twisting his neck, and I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, hold on. This is beautiful. Scream of Eden? Yeah, Shindo going from, like, you know, actually being, like, kind of a hopeful guy to being the most pessimistic and bitchy guy in the entire franchise to, like, the entire new team. Like, I fully understand, right? If I were a professional player and my national team would lose, like, what is it, 5-0? Or 5-1, I guess, technically, because they score 1 goal. Against fuck-ass Teikoku Gakuen, bro. Yeah, back it up. Pack it up. I too would be really pissed. And like, none of these people have played football ever. This fucking guy, our goalkeeper, is dribbling the football like a basketball outside of the goalkeeper box, giving the giving the opposing team essentially a fucking free kick. Like, what are we doing? One guy's dodging from the ball like he's dodging punches. I mean, it's funny as hell to watch, but like, if I were Shindo, I would lose my shit as well. Not gonna front. And I think it's not unreasonable to say that every single one of us would. Okay, cocked by the little Sazanari girl. That's okay. Goalkeeper? Goalkeeper fumbling? Goalkeeper fumbling? Tak blisko. Not this guy, bro. Not this guy. Anyone with this guy. It's over. It's over. Please let me put up the wall. Morimura? Yep, W Morimura. Okay, that's great. Whew, that was a close shave, not gonna lie. Beautiful pass. Oh, we're in. We're in. It's over. Lock it in. 2400. Bam. Great effort. Absolutely beautiful effort. Ibuki stopped Kote Pingin bare hands, episode 1. That's true. Not bare hands with gloves, but I think, right? It was in the match. Yeah, he did stop it. Like, he had the raw strength. I mean, that much no one contested, I don't think. He just was not a team player. He needed to be taught what a team is. Because believe it or not, one guy does not qualify as a full-ass team. Even though, you know, with the unit Ibuki is, he probably could qualify as a full team. He did win every single basketball match just on his own merit, so it's like... maybe he does qualify as a team. Cheeky little chip shot. Maybe that's a little too brazen. I should really keep the ball in moments of... Okay, hold on. Maybe I should not keep the ball anymore, actually. Maybe we should go full offense. Maybe we should go Netherlands style against Sweden, bro. 5-1 incoming right now. Boom. The 11% was not enough. It's a long shot. Yikes. Ugh. It's not over yet. It doesn't have to be over. I have Yashiro. I have myself. And I have Ayano. And I have Tension. I need this shot to move really slowly so I can see if I can put up a wall for myself, actually. I cannot. But... if I use Trigger, I should have used it for Ayano. That's a misplay, not gonna lie. Okay, the wall, it'll have to be. That was a misplay, arguably. Okay, it's fine. I believe she's like fire or wood, so I don't have tension, but that's fine. Okay, she's wood, so that's fine. That's fine. We're fine for now. Okay, that was definitely a misplay, though. I should not do that again. If I have hyper energy, always save it for the goalkeeper in these. Okay, but we're going Netherlands style. We're going full offense. I just said I shouldn't do it. I'm still doing it. Running overdrive? I would have one of those myself, but I can't do it apparently. Because I just triggered trigger. Yeah. Making a fire element only team? I mean, obviously you gotta have burn on there. Like, if you're running fire element players, you gotta have burn on there. Kinako? Absolutely gotta have Kinako on there. Is this a long shot again? Are we again doing long shots? We can't be doing that. Okay, I need to keep the ball now, because these guys have way too many long shots. Legendary Matatagi. Okay. Play it back. Just keep the ball. Like, honestly, just stall for time. Like, just do anything. Just like, honestly, you guys mind if I just stall for time for a bit? Because, like, there's no real downside to me doing this. Just run the goal and stall. Yeah, thank you, Benny. I appreciate it. You understand. You understand. Play to Sakurazaki. Boom. And then, they're never gonna believe this, but I'm gonna play it back to Ryugel, actually. This is pretty great, actually. Play to Gandaras. Boom. These passes are insane, by the way. Like, they got some strength. Boom. And then... you know what? One more chip shot. Just for good measure. Imagine another breach. No. It was too much to ask for. But a 1-0 victory. First try. Fantastic effort. Beautiful. Ooh, okay. Nice. Actually, you know, it started off pretty rough, but now Chrono Stone's Galaxy, like, that was pretty fast. And that's also a cool, like, icon to get, if we can, but yeah, there it is. Nice. Legendary Ibuki, speaking of, Legendary Hoshi, beautiful. Legendary Matatagi, Scorpion, Manta Ray, okay. Hemoglobin. Brother's called Hemoglobin, bro. Okay. Whatever. Nice. Well done. Good effort by me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. If it wasn't Earth Team... oh, brother. If it wasn't Earth Team, you would have the Supreme Suggestion. Yeah. Okay, so are we called... would you... okay, Vinny. Be so free with me. Level with me right now. Would you say Dov Dooley? Or would you say Falcao da Silva? Because there is an objective answer. I hope. For you as a Brazilian. Also, I think this is a good place to actually call it for the Ultra Hero and Legendary battles. Because I know there were a few people Oxuseiji, that's right. I forgot about Oxuseiji, not gonna lie. What am I on? 30 degrees. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. There were a few people who wanted to play against me, I believe. So, let's do that. Let's actually just pivot. I think that's fine. I won 3 legendary matches today. Go 1, Go 2, Go Galaxy. So, essentially finished off the Go arc on that front. I could make like dozens of streams just going through all the legendary matches, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. I think if I play any more legendary matches, I will do maybe like Orion and Ares on stream, but aside from that, I don't think I will do all the rest. No. But alright, so there are people, I heard, through the grapevine, who wants to play against me. And that is a thing that we can certainly do. After I pick up the stuff in the advent calendar. Because I forgot that. We got some boots. We got the sleek shoes. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, there's one obvious thing that we still have to do. Last week, we tried to do it. We tried to finish the Duff Dooley saga. But it didn't happen. The Duff Dooley saga was awfully and terribly ruined by a Steam server update, which is just the most tragic thing to happen, to be completely honest. But now we can finally try it again, because the servers are up and running. So, fellas, create private lobby. Password is going to be the one, the only, Mikana Hoshi, obviously. So, create. Fellas, friends and fans of Inazuma 11, join me in the lobby. Password is Mikana, all lower caps. I will set it to Zeus Stadium, and you already know, Sanctum Showdown, Duck Squiggin, Barview, Fate Squad, locked in. So, let's go. It's time for Duff 2, Return of the Duff. If you want to call it that, yeah, sure. I'm also gonna take a big-ass swig of my water, bro. I came prepared. I came prepared for the temperature. A glass and a bottle of water. Two Duff, two Dooley. Exactly. Okay, I love Duff. Duff Destiny. There it is. Level 99. Okay, and we're going. Also, as a general rule for anyone who has not played against me in like a private room at some point, we do not use super tactics. Gentleman's agreement to not use super tactics. I could turn them off, but you need to turn them off on both sides. Anyway, let's give this team the due attention it deserves. Duff Destiny, featuring Duff's wife as the captain, in fact. But I think there's like 1 or 2 other characters aside from Duff Dooley on this team, not going to lie. Well, for now, we only see Duff Dooley's and, of course, Duff's wife, as also demonstrated in the chat. But there is Daisy, and there is one Toitaka on the bench. I don't know why, but he's there. Also, Panda has synergies on this team, which means it is, in all regards, an uphill battle. So, let's see how this goes. Road Roller, which I will almost definitely lose. Never mind, Yashiro's so goated. Burakimel. That's what he deserves, honestly. Good start. Kan. Okay, let's start this off. Of course, Duff's wife is the goalkeeper, that makes perfect sense. Einsatz, okay. Einsatz on Duff Dooley. This one blocks it. That's fine. It's just a curve shot. No. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Which team do you want me to use? Whichever one you feel most comfortable with. Or whichever one you want me to see the most, Alan. I think that's the answer I would give you. Okay, Daisy? Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, Blackfield on Daisy, yeah. That's okay. That, however, is not great. I would love Modimura to get there. She got there in the end. So that's nice. I have Flame Fortress, which will bump it up by like 10%. Yeah, so that's not bad. That brings me up to 5k, I think. Elemental Advantage, unfortunately. So actually, The Flame Fortress was kind of necessary. Not entirely, but it was kind of necessary. Right through the middle, never pays off. And immediately the Aurora Obscure. Okay. I respect that, but also, fuck you. Hoshi. Yikes. Yikes. Elemental disadvantage. It is what it is. Heavenly Drive. Okay. Heaven Drive, that's fine. I should have some tension now, so... I did have tension, but I didn't get close. That's okay. GG. Fair play. The long shots. The long shots are the bane of me on this one, for sure. Because every single player on this team, with the exception of Daisy and like the Toby tackle on the bench, and probably the goalkeeper, I don't actually know what element she is, they have elemental advantage against Ayanor, so... Need to play it more carefully. Clearly. Okay, good interception. Well done. Good reaction time. Grid Omega. Interesting. Does this disable me while I'm in a sliding tackle? That is my question. It does. Okay, well, that sucks. That was pretty tragic to see, actually. Just got fucking petrified in the middle of a sliding tackle. But okay, it is what it is. So, yeah. Caliburn. With Duff's wife and Daisy. That's fair. Just a straight shot at the goal. Okay, okay. So let's use a high Beast Fang to try to curb some of that power. Which it does. It brings it back to about halfway through my bar. So, not terrible. Just wait until I have my stamina back. Which now I do. It's beautiful. Bit of room here. Seeing some room there as well. Which I was not there, but that's okay. Okay, well. Yeah, you lose this. Guaranteed. Okay, that's good. So we're up there. We're up there with, of course, the one and only, the GOAT, Mikana Hoshi. Now I have to figure out what element this goalkeeper is. Let me just take a regular shot. Let's see what it is. 2k with Hoshi is not terrible, actually. She might be wood. She's wind. Okay, so... The stupid twins might have to come into action, not gonna lie. That's what it's starting to look like. In fact, that is what it's going to be. 44%? Oh, she's got this. Watch this. Boom. Easy. And we're in there. In there like swimwear. Over to the Yugel. And in fact, it is just this easy. Boom. Beautiful. Chip shot always works. So that's good damage. Slowly but surely, getting some damage in as well. No! Okay, I gotta stop this guy at some point. Okay. Daisy once again. W. Nice. Very well done, Tobitaka. Love that. Okay, good pass as well. Let's do this real quick. If this Duff Dooley can block that's running up to me right now, then so be it. If not, then this is good damage. You're just going to use your main team, Alan? That's perfectly fine. I would like to see what your main team actually is. Oh, it's this Cashin, the one with the really detached jaw for some reason. Like, I don't know why it looks like that now, but it used to look so much better in the DS games. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrongly nostalgic, but... That's a great pass, Panda. You should do that again, like a few times. Okay, actually, talked a little too much shit. That's fair. That's mine. Bit of tension. That's nice. Okay, so we're down 1 point. That's alright. We have a bit of tension going to the second half. And the goalkeeper is very low in KP. So I don't mind the situation per se. Also, am I tripping, or is this match like smoother than when I'm actually playing the Chronicle matches? Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now, but I don't know. I don't know if that's just like my feeling. Okay, so that's mine, thank you. Appreciate that. And then this one, well... Let's see. Let's see what wins. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad, bro. Didn't have to get master stroked by Duff Dooley again. Holy shit. Okay. Interesting choice to face me like this. Curious. Okay, good pass. W pass. Yeah, we're in there. Like, we're not losing this. Nice try, buddy. Pelion Totem, this is your end. Bye-bye. So now with Ryugal on the scene, there should be enough to score a goal. If I can do the Pelion Whip, and I absolutely can, there we go. This should get us up to 3k. It is possible, because Demogorgon does have elemental advantage. The move does have elemental advantage against Pelion Whip. But the cash-in ran out, yikes. So that's a 1-1, that's the equalizer. Okay. That's good, we're clawing it back. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. The equalizer is huge for morale, not gonna lie. This is just like the World Cup. Just gotta get some morale from one goal. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Reaction speed of a sack of potatoes on that one. Okay, I'm not falling for it this time. I already know where that shit's going. Devil Burst? Okay. Okay, interesting. He does have the voice line for it, damn. Okay, you're telling me Kusaka was not there? You're telling me Kusaka did not hit that? Hold on, if Kusaka didn't hit that, then... That's insane. That's insane. Okay, so... yeah, GG. No, no chance. Kusaka, I feel, was inside of that shot trajectory, but that's okay. What country does Duff Dooley represent? That's a good question. What country would he represent? A country full of darkness and despair. Probably Germany. Oh, beautiful pass. Like, that's what you love to see. Okay. Hold on. Easy. Nice. Professor Layton! Holy shit. Good to see you here. Okay. Let's lock it in. Let's actually start being a little serious here. Duff Dooley gives you Netherlands vibes. I think you should keep vibing for a little bit, Vinny. Not gonna lie. Does he block this? He should. Yeah, he should. Yeah. Okay. Demon Cut. Yeah, fair enough. Demon Cut is entirely fair. Yeah, no, Hoshi was there, by the way. Okay, so it was going well, and then it wasn't. So that's not ideal. Okay, well, this is just going to be a straight shot, surely. Blackfield with Daisy. Yeah, we've seen this before. That is a straight shot. Okay, that's fine. To the Flame Fortress. And I think in the interest of trying to equalize at the very least, I will use nothing. W Iono. Common Iono W, actually. Okay, so let's see. There's some room again. We gotta just get it up. We gotta just get it up. Let's see. Gandares. Yes! Gandares, my goat. Come on. Yeah, his dumbass fell for it. Lumfow. Imagine falling for that, bro, in the big 2026. That's crazy. Okay, we're here. Toria! Hayabusa! Hayabusa Guraido! Okay, well, let's go. It would be huge if that did not get blocked in one go. Okay, that's an asteroid belt. It's not too bad. It went through somehow. Yeah, now it's getting blocked. Yikes. Never mind, actually. He tried... What was that? Okay, interesting. Let's see how much this gets us. I think like at least 2.5k. Okay, 2.5k, like I said. And now we of course got a breach, so this is gonna be fine. 3,500 is not terrible. It's not good enough, but it's not terrible. Okay, you got that? It's fine. So we actually just pass. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Nice, this is perfectly fine, actually. Hold on. Hold on, we're going. Ooh, I have the Pelion Totem. Do we just rip this? I think I just ripped this. Hold on. This could be massive. If no tension / no hyper energy, this could be massive. Because with the elemental advantage, with the stab, there's a cash-in. I think it's gonna be close. I don't think it's close, actually. No. Well played. Well played. Good effort, Panda. Good effort. Oh, well done. Honestly, I feel like that wasn't too terrible, given that I don't have synergies. And given that my goalkeeper was, like, weak against the entire team, so... Not terrible. Hey, well played. Well played. And you know the best part of this? I didn't drop a single Dove Dooley. Beautiful. You love to see that. We dropped Professor Layton, we dropped Sakurazaki, we dropped Toitaka, Midori, Zanark, all the best cages. Beautiful. Okay, nice. Let me open up the room for more people. So, who else? Who else? I got like 1 or 2 left in me. So if there's 2 more people who want to play, then we can do that. What a way to finish the saga. That certainly was a way. Dove's wife just barely managing to hold off Gandharas Baran. That was a good ending, actually. You know what? Thank you for the Dove Dooley saga, Panda. Thank you for providing me with the Dove Dooley saga. It was a good time. It had its ups and its downs, but for the most part, it was a good time. Light V Dark 5. May I assume that this is you, Alan? Might I assume that this is you? Froy's almost done putting the moves on their team. Even better. Okay, that is Alan. Good, good. Alan, come in, come in. Pick your team. Let's play. The true message of this entire ordeal is that you never mess with a wife's hubby. I see you. Okay, okay, okay. Dark Wolf. Alright. And I love Dove. In the viewing stands. So, let's see, Alan. Let's see what you've got. Benny, your team building right now? Okay, hold on. We got some more challenges. That's good. Hey, the group is growing. So, actually, it might be in my best interest to host another viewer matches stream soon. Thoughts? Also, that is a pretty cool OC, actually. Hold on. With the heterochromia? Okay, I see you. Let's see. Well, I have no clue what to expect, so I think I'll just run the regular setup with Sakurazaki. Good old reliable Sakurazaki. Well, let's see. I presume this guy's a forward. I presume he has the wolf totem. I feel like that's your theme, isn't it, Alan? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Aki as goalkeeper. Okay, hold on. And a bunch of heroes on the bench. Jesus Christ, okay. Clario, Saru. Okay, 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 okay. Hunter Hattori and Emerico are like... Those are interesting picks, you know what? I respect that. And Cannon Evans as well. Nosaka. But okay, interesting. Completely novel team them facing here. So good luck, Alan. Let's see. You've seen my team a lot. I've not seen yours at all, so... And Paul Peabody. No way. Paul Peabody. I love this guy. Okay, Nero. Walk in. Cavalry advance, and good old reliable Sakurazaki with the Shinrai. Come on. With Kusaka. While this may be the final match of the Dove Saga directly, you do have one final team that'll bring it all full circle. Oh boy. I feel like it's time for another viewer matches stream, man. I feel like it's time. Omega hand? Okay. Aki's face looked awfully flat there for some reason. Well, I guess it is just kind of compressed, isn't it? A little bit too rough. Yikes. That's okay. Hoshi being a little bit too rough, yeah, that's completely in character, actually. Tsubusu. Nice. Good defense on Yashiro. Sochi. Yashiro is such an underrated character, by the way. I mean, I know he's from Victory Road, so like, there hasn't been that much time to over or underrate him, but I feel like more people should be talking about how cool that guy is. Hoshi? Hold on. Can we lock one in with Hoshi? Could you imagine? Woo! Yeah, it's beautiful. Like Duck, Squig, and Barview. What a good commentator as well. This guy has to be the most fun commentator out of all of them. With the guy, I think, from Chronostones in a close second place. Ooh, okay. Okay. Royal Shield. Well, well, well. That's cool. Ooh, okay, I see you. Hold on. A little bit of rough play. I'm seeing you. Need Yashiro to be there, actually. He was not there, but Tobitaka's there, so that... Man. Okay. Shabasada. That's alright. Sato does have elemental advantage, but not that big of a deal for now. Let's go. Long pass. Another long pass. Straight through the middle. It's beautiful. Actually, let me get Nosaka's goofy ass real quick. Yeah, good. Okay, here it comes. Kudai Agare! Ha! Gono-isen! Let's go. Please give Iono number 1 already. I don't care. And if it upsets you, then that's a W for me. No, I'm kidding. I never pay attention to the numbers. I don't really care, to be honest. No voice line, even though she had an unused one for it in Strikers, for Omega the Hand. Aki? Is that true? Actually, did she... I feel like she did use it. Or maybe that's just because I played a patch where they, like, put in all the unused content. And actually, the unused content in Ghost Strikers is really fucking cool. Like, that's just a whole new character. Oh, well, not a new character, but like a character they just didn't include. In the files, like, it's the goalkeeper that with, like, the green kind of drill hair from the first Go game. Or from the first Go season. You know, the guy from Almighty Faith. I mean, that's what they're called in English. He has the robot, the tin robot, as a Kashin. Yeah, he's just in the files, but they just don't use him for some reason. Oh my god! Okay, let me pull it back to Gandaras actually, because, yeah. Okay, Hanchan. Oh, why do I have so little power? Yikes. Oh, Stalwart Suppression, that's why. Didn't even pay attention. Okay. Stalwart Suppression, yeah. I don't know how I got that, but I'll take it. Go, my Ryuga. No, I know you were saying that Aki doesn't have a voice line for it in this game. No, I know. But in Strikers, she did. At the very least, she did when I last played, but that was probably just because of the patch, to be completely honest. Because of the unused content patch. Ooh, Hanchan with the wall for 1? Hold on. Didn't expect you to pull this. But then again, I guess I should have kind of expected it. Anyway. Watch this. Boom. Boink. Blink. Boom. Bum. Boom. 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 Cosmic Blasty. It's beautiful. What a beautiful move. Especially on the Ryuga and Gandaras. And would you believe there's more? I had so much tension, it's insane. Come on. Come on. This will be the one and only time I use synergies. You only use them to make the final battles against Duff harder. You know what, Panda? That's valid. I respect that. And you know what? It was a fun challenge. It was a very fun challenge, actually. I would like to go against that team again sometime. Now, Alan, what is your response? God Sakurazaki. Unfortunately, he was just a little too crazy. He is just a little too strong for this universe. What will the second half bring? 10 seconds on the clock. Speaking of seconds on the clock, what did England do? What did England do against Ghana? I forecasted 1-1, but is that match finished by now? It should be, right? 5-0. Oh, W. It was a 0-0. Hey, that's great. I got the tie then. That's awesome. I was not confident about the tie about England versus Ghana, but I'm taking it. W. I'm sure that gets me some points over other people, so that's what we're all going for. Actually, let me check right now if I went up in the rankings. That brought me, that single tie brought me like 3 spots in the rankings. It's beautiful. Okay, let me get some diversity in here. Let me actually just, you know, bring a little bit of fun in here. Let's do it. Professor Layton, you're up. Okay. So, Alan, let's see. Wolf, face me. Clario's deep voice always fucking throws me off so bad. It also throws me off so bad that I'm directly in front of where I need to be. Anyway, Professor Layton? How do you respond? Winning logic. He's so cool, man. He's so cool and nonchalant, actually. It's beautiful. Toria! Hayabusa! Okay, oh, we're too fast. Too fast for Nosaka's goofy ass. Watch this, bada bing, bada boom. Going left? Nope. Okay, well, that was my bad, not gonna lie. And Nosaka is doing King's Lance, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. Gotta get the long shot off while you can, I suppose. Even if it is corny as Nosaka, but hey, I got 2 guys right here, so... Tobitaka, he gets this. Any day of the week. And let's go through the middle. Yup. The English created the sport of football and then proceeded to suck at it. I mean, the English were good at one point in time. Like, I remember a few championships where they were actually good. I mean, the European Championships, like, they made it past the Netherlands, but only because of sheer luck. Like, they were not good by that point. They should not have won that match. Like, let's be so for real. But, you know, they used to be good at a certain point, I'm sure. Then again, I'm like one of the least knowledgeable guys about real-life football, so I'm just saying stuff. Yeah, that's mine, thank you. Here it is. Fates loses and immediately needs to detox by bullying a wholesome Chungus viewer team. Look, girl, here's the situation, right? So people want to play against my main team with their main team, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm giving the people what they want. So I don't want to hear anything about Chungus viewer teams, okay? I don't want, in fact, I don't want to hear the word Chungus ever again. Like, we're out of 2024, sis. We're good. We don't need to hear that word anymore. Okay, let me get that ball back, actually. Yeah. This is sliding tackle galore, but what are we doing? Anyway, you're not ready for the professor. Oh, he was ready for the professor. Yikes, he was ready for the professor. The wolf makes sense for a guy called Wolf. Okay, what is that? Is that a super tactic I spot? There's no way. This is the guaranteed victory one. I see that. I see you. I can't win anything. That's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, wait a little bit longer. And I still lose. Yeah. Okay, you can stay there. That's fine. That's okay. Does it lose against everything? Okay, well, with Wolf Totem, yes, I definitely lose. So now it's a foul because he did a rough play. It's not. Okay, yikes. It wore off. It didn't. That's fine. We can have a bit of a shuffle here. Yeah, that's okay. Okay then, shoot. Let's see it. I'm prepared. My defenses are up. Okay, the Earth, level 3. The original Earth as well. Okay. That was an accident? Oh, no worries, Alan. No worries, no worries. Happens to the best of us. Okay, Tolitaka. Yep, very nice. Vinny, you don't want to play against my Meta Slop main team? Yikes. Calling my main team Meta Slop. Yikes. That's just like calling Brazil a good team. In real life, obviously. Okay, so we're here. Oh, Vinny, you are so upset that even... Hello? Are you kidding? Is this happening again? Are we doing this again? For real? Okay. Vinny, you are so upset that even with cheating, you could not create a team that was as good as mine. And you know what? That's fine. Be mad at me. Be mad that you can never win, brother. That's okay. I never cheated. I did this all organically. And I am proud of the team I created, no matter what you say. But yeah, unfortunate. I guess, well, do I try to connect again? It's probably just the updates again, right? Like... My connection is perfectly fine. Yeah, failed to connect. Okay, so they're doing the exact same thing again. So this is exactly what happened last week. I guess they're just running server updates again on, like, Steam, probably. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, well, I guess we're not doing this stuff on Tuesdays anymore. Or we just do an entire stream dedicated to this, and then we just stop at midnight sharp, because apparently they start at midnight my time. So yeah, what do we do now? I think that's where we call it, to be honest. And we could do a bit of Gamba, actually. We could do a little bit of Gamba, if you want. I think Gamba is pretty cool, pretty chill. We still have... we don't have many characters to get still, but... It's like, we could at the very least. Check it out. See if we could pull some heroes, potentially. Now the question is, I have 172 Bond Stars. I'm not going to use all of them. I think let's do 2, maybe 3 full constellations. Then we should be down to about... 0, actually. Let's do 2. Let's do 2 full constellations. Let's see what we can do. So when it comes to characters that I still want, actually... I was pulling on this one, I guess, at some point, for Kusaka, I suppose. That one's we can skip that one. Rococo is boosted, which is interesting. With Solaria, okay. Hero Dvalin. Hero Hiroto and Hero Ibuki. Ooh. Breach Ibuki. Unironically, why does Ibuki have the most ass legendaries? The most ass hero variants? Well, he has Justice, which I guess is not terrible if you're running Justice, but like if you're running anything else, sucks ass. And he has Breach. Is there another Ibuki? Does he have 3? Let me see. Search by player name. Ibuki. Munimasa Ibuki. Yes, let's see. No. He just has the most shit hero variants in this game, which is crazy. But okay, I guess it's not going to be Ibuki then. I checked that one. Sakurazaki. I already have Hero Sakurazaki and I have the good variant, so... See, any of the Galaxy ones, I would still love Hero Matatagi. Do we just pull for Hero Matatagi? Like, frankly, I think we kinda do. Not gonna lie. Yeah, and I mean... This one, I already got Benigiku by this point, but... Yeah, I wanted her really badly and I got her, so... That's one victory. And then aside from that, I mean, there's not a whole lot on here. Let me actually check for Matatagi. What elements, what types he has. Matatagi. Let's see. So, of course, edgy Matatagi. He has, I guess that's Breach, and then he has Rough Play, and then there's the random, okay. There's the common Matatagi. So, let's try pulling Inazumi's, actually. It has Aphrodite as well. Get Pan again. Look, Panda, I already put Pan on my all-girls team, and I think that's like the biggest honor I can do her, so... Okay, Venom, W. I do like that guy a lot. And a bird. And I guess a Brazilian, Ricardo. Yeah, the Brazilian team has seen better days. This is an accurate representation of what the real-life Brazilian team is nowadays, actually. But okay. Let's keep going. Let's forge on ahead. Yeah, I think really ultimately what I would want is just the Hero Matatagi, and that's kind of where it ends. As far as things that I still want. Because like at a certain point you reach a level where you've kind of unlocked all of the regular characters that you want. Which, yeah, I have certainly reached by this point. True, and the kit sucks just like the IRL kit this year. Hey, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. You know, the Orion World Cup was supposedly based on the World Cup in Russia, but it may as well be the current World Cup, bro. Okay, Little Minaho! Yo, we got Little Minaho! This guy's so awesome. And then Aphrodite, yeah, he had boosted chances, so I'm taking that for sure. See, so technically the hero Aphrodite also has boosted chances. Now, I think this is Breach Aphrodite, which is like... do I really want Breach heroes? Most likely not. Maybe to fodder off the passives, if I can. Well, we're guaranteed to get a lot of Venoms, at the very least, if I didn't have one yet. The last node before the pity pool. Okay, there it is. And it is, yeah. Well, we got one of these, Pink D. Unironically, I would like to make like a team with all of these guys at some point. I know back in Inazuma 11 2, I was doing that. I think they're from Inazuma 2. 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure it's 2. I know I was collecting all those guys, because they look cool. They were just the Power Rangers, you know? And then in 3 it was all the motocross guys, all the guys with the motocross helmets. Those were fun as well. Okay, nothing from the pity pool as expected. Got a South African, Mbulelo, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it. I think we keep pulling for Matatagi, honestly. Like, I think we do one more full constellation for Matatagi. And then we can see what happens. Take one more big swig of water, because my throat. Ooh, okay. Alien girl, hold on. That's, Luce. Oh shit, Luce. Dude, W. Young girl who became able to see again thanks to Kageyama. That's true. That's true. I think I used her in a team before, actually. Or I might have used her in a different game. I don't know. Maybe in, like, Galaxy. I think I used her in Galaxy, actually. Yeah. Wow, notification. That has been a long time. Blue Noir, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing if you're in the stream right now. And if you're not, thank you still. Okay, Nakaoka, yeah. And Okita Soji. Dude, that's great. Love that. Love that. Onami Takase. Okay. I feel like somebody's missing from her story. No. Don't worry about it, Bunny. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. No one is missing from that story. Okay, well, about what I expected. No, but, yeah, it's like what I was saying before. You kind of, at a certain point, you reach, like, the ceiling where you've played the game so much. I've, like, played this game for nearly 350 hours now, which to some of you probably doesn't sound like a lot, but I can guarantee you that with my full-time job, 350 hours is a shitload of time since November. I'm not going to lie. It is mainly because of these streams, obviously. So that's one reason why I love doing these streams. Even though clearly I'm still not very adept at actually setting them up right. I still need to look into what causes like the into what causes the lag while playing. Got 2 Matsunos, which is interesting. From Ares, I think, given this this model, I believe. Got Clover, okay, and this guy, actually. This guy's cool. I like this guy's design a lot. But no, I like doing these streams because it actually allows me to play Victory Road for 350 hours while also having a full-time job. But okay. Almost done with the constellation here. 10 more pools after this, and it's not looking great, boys. We got Aphrodite twice. 10 more pools, and then the pity pool. 0 heroes gotten so far. So historically, we're on par for my performance on these, not going to lie. Benigiku, that's awesome. I was looking for her for a while. I have her now, I think, on top rarity, so I have her basically ready to be legendary soon. But yeah, then here, the final 10 pools. What will it be? What will it be? Well, she will be here with me. It's not a hero. That's okay. Next time for sure. Next time for sure. It's gotta be a little patient. Benikiku again. Clover Guy again. TV. WTV. And African Tsunami. Skid Woo. Okay. That was a rather disappointing pulling session, not going to lie, but I'm content. I'm content with what we did tonight. I'm content with the 3 legendary matches that I actually managed to beat. And with the Duff Dooley saga being officially finished, so cheers to that, I suppose. But yeah, with that being said, I think that shall be the end of the stream for tonight. And that having been said as well, no stream on Thursday, once again. Because for one, it's going to be like 39 degrees Celsius here, so I'm already struggling. It's currently like 24 degrees. It used to be 27, like an hour or 2 ago. But yeah, with 39, I think I will probably just die if I sit here streaming, not going to front. But yeah, so no stream on Thursday, but next week, potentially. Do you guys want to do viewer matches next Tuesday? Because we can. I'm planning something else on Thursday. I'm really hoping I can make it on Thursday. It's not going to be Inazuma 11. It's going to be something else. But on Tuesday, do you guys want to do viewer matches? I'm seeing 1 yes. That's good. The majority currently is on yes. 2 yeses out of 2 answers. That seems like pretty good odds. I know that Panda's always down for viewer matches, surely. Sounds fun. We got Benny, that's 3. Okay, so I think that settles it. I think then that's 5. Celine as well. I think that settles it. Next Tuesday, we'll be doing a viewer matches stream, and we'll be dedicating the entire night to just playing matches against each other. If you want to play against me before that, we do play against each other on Friday evenings during Inazuma nights in my Discord server, to which there is a link in the video description, in every video description. And if you join there, there's an event every Friday evening in Inazuma night. We play against each other, we play Victory Road together. So if you're interested in that, and you don't want to wait until Tuesday, then join the Discord server. It's a great place, great fans of the Inazuma franchise in there. But that's enough rambling, that's enough shilling for the time being, I think. So next Tuesday, viewer matches. I'll lock it in probably at the end of this week. And then, yeah, Thursday, nothing. But thank you guys so much for joining tonight. In spite of the heat, I know some of you probably came out here with insane temperatures going on, myself included. So if Vinny's going to think about joining the Discord, that's awesome. He'd love to read that. He's already been in for like years, but that's fine. So yeah, thank you once again, everyone. Stay safe with these temperatures. Drink well, stay hydrated, and take care. Thank you once again. Have a great night, and goodbye.